Yeah. Dude, so Conor McGregor bare knuckle or what?
Bro, I would love to see that motherfucker go, bro.
Well, he's the vice president of BKFC now, so he's been hyping it all up, all crazy, dude. If anything, it's helping his drug addiction, man. This guy's all coked up watching these things. The weigh-ins are like the funniest, dude. The face-offs and shit. He's just literally almost getting these guys a fist fight before the fight even starts.
Bro, I just love when he's talking shit. Your wife's in my DMs, bitch.
Yes, 100%, dude. 100%. This guy's just mad talking, and then after he's like, "Nah, man, it's all good. It's just for the show or whatever." It's Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus Christ, dude. Conor McGregor's a wild child, dude.
He's fucking the best shit talker.
What is up? Welcome back to Sunday Night. You're here with the Average Boys Podcast. It's your boy Crispy, and I am here with my boy David. David, what is up, my dude?
What up, guys?
Nada, man. Chilling. How you been?
Good, bro. Appreciate the invite. I know it was a little last minute. I totally, by the way, I didn't want to say it till we got on. I totally misread your text, bro.
What do you mean?
Well, because, like, you remember I was asking you to do a podcast, right, for Wednesday?
Uh-huh.
And you were like, can you do something tonight or whatever your second message was? I totally ignored that shit, bro, like an asshall.
Boo.
And then I went back and read it. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, nah, bro, I got you, fam. Like,
nah, it's all good. It's all good. I have a Triggs is going to be coming on the show a little bit later. He is, I don't know, man. He's like beating his meat or waxing kitten, or I don't know what he's doing, but he said it'll take about 30-40 minutes, and he should be joining us a little bit later. But you got some stuff that you need to be doing also tonight too. So I know you said something about maybe jumping off a little bit later.
Yeah, I mean, when Triggs jumps in, bro, I'll probably jump off. But until then, I guess everybody's stuck with me, bro. Fuck.
Right? It's like, now we got to deal with David. Right. You know, as a matter of fact, Dave, I haven't talked to you in a bit, but how was Anime Fiesta for you, dude?
Bro, you know, that's the sad part about that's the last time me and me had like a real conversation. Mm-hmm. But it was good, man. It was definitely something new. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't sign up for next year.
Okay.
Just because, like, I mean, I guess I'm gonna make the announcement right now, like I told you before, bro. But they unofficially, I guess, fixed that location I was at like about 3 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And they officially said they're gonna sell the building, bro. So they refunded us deposits and stuff. So basically, I need to find a new spot now. So
cool. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's kind of like, I guess it's like a common thing down here in the valley. They're probably just gonna turn it into a fucking car wash or whatever the fuck.
Either that or fucking Dutch Bros.
What is okay? So you're Dutch Bros, bro. You're a businessman. Mm-hmm. What is it about these car washes and coffee shops that's popping up so much? Is it because it's like some get rich quick guy came out and like made a video as like, this is how you do it?
I think the concept is like, judging by the car count, if they were to get 15 or 10% of those cars in at $20 a car, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So if they're doing like
car, damn, they better give me a hand job with that car wash.
Yeah, dude, just imagine about 10,000 vehicles, fucking 1,000 of those vehicles go through, half of those get a subscription. Because that's why it's free vacuums, bro, because they do like that monthly subscription shit.
Yeah.
But nobody does that shit, bro. They just pay the one time $20 and done. Like, you know, I'm committed to that shit here.
Yeah, it's super crazy. But it's like, isn't it oversaturation of the company to be like a car wash at every corner? Like, who needs their car wash that much?
It's true, but I love seeing. This sounds so shitty, bro. But I love seeing the pictures where people's cars get fucked up.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like when their shit gets scratched or whatever. Because like in Ash's truck, I had gotten a fucking scrape on the paint, bro. And a buddy of mine owns a business, bro. Like where he goes to your house and washes your car, right?
Oh shit!
And he's like, bro, like never use those things. But plus, I was up north and I didn't really talk to nobody and stuff. So, I try not to use them, bro. But every time I have a chance, bro, I like to support those businesses, like the guys that go to your house and wash your shit for you.
Yeah. Those guys, I mean, and not only that, it's like detail washing. They're going to do a fuckload better. A hell of a lot better.
I mean, it's expensive, bro. Like, I think my buddy charges $80 a wash, but you know you're getting quality. You know what I mean? You're getting the inside and the outside. If you do like $150, you get like the Q-tip in the vents and shit. You know what I mean? Like, You get the crevices and shit.
You get the guy with the slime that goes through all the little potholes and shit like that.
Dude. So
Yeah, you know
like,
what's up. I know what's up.
I like that shit, bro, because to me, the inside of your car matters the most. That's where you spend most of your time. You know.
Yes.
So you want the AC working. You want it to look good. The outside, I mean, that's cool, but fuck the outside, bro.
Well, overall, how was your experience at Anime Fiesta, man?
I mean, it was good. That's that, and you're supporting someone's family. Absolutely, Iris. What's up, Iris? How's it going?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Thanks for joining, Iris. Hopefully, you cut the announcement. You are, yeah. I get you. I get you. I'm not a grammar ninja, bro. Don't you hate those grammar ninjas, bro? I'm gonna sidetrack that shit, bro.
Nah, my ADHD makes fun of that shit, dude.
Does it? Shit,
Yeah,
bro.
words don't hurt my feelings. I remember that nursery rhyme shit, dude.
Words don't hurt my feelings.
What was the other one that was like sticks and stones and shit?
Sticks and stones are sticks and stones, bro.
Yes, sticks and stones may break
Oh,
my
now
bones.
you act like she's listening. So Ashley's over here on TikTok trying to give her 2 cents, bro.
She us, dude. Ashley in the background hanging out. Good to see Ash.
No shit. No, Anime Fiesta was good, bro. I mean, definitely it was fun to see everybody. I was in a different location. I was in the second half. Usually I'm like in the first half or whatever.
Okay.
I'm never one of those that complain about my location, bro. I think I make money wherever I'm at. Which sounds real stuck up, but I just think it's just hustling, talking to customers and stuff,
Yep.
So to me, like, it doesn't matter if I'm in the front, in the back, by the restroom. Like, my product sells itself. Its price. Like, if people want it, they're gonna buy it.
True that. 100%. 100%.
But it was fun, bro. It was fun to see. I'm telling you, bro, I got a kick out of your prop wars, bro. Like, I told Ash, like, we're gonna go and we're gonna support fucking Chris and Christella, bro.
Chris do a bunch of crazy shit on the stage.
And I mean, actually was able to be there longer. I went like the last 10 minutes, bro. But I just stayed till you guys showed off the stores and I booked it. I'm like, all right, I gotta go back to work.
This is the first time that Anime Fiesta has done something like this, which I thought was really good. I had talked to Ramsey Marla about it years ago, and it's good that they're implementing it. This was the first time. It's got some, a little bit of ups and downs. I feel I should have won, but the only reason why I think I should have won, but it wasn't established in the rules, but I think it should be established next time, is that the format is very close to like the way Forged in Fire is.
Yeah.
And if your product or the product that they're creating, the craft that they're creating, is not close to completion, it shouldn't register.
Yeah.
So like with mine, I finished front and side. I finished both sides equally. Oz, the guy that won, he finished only one side of his prop, so he was able to decorate it more because he only focused on one side of the blade.
Yeah, he did.
And then Christella, she got to do both sides, I believe, but she got to a part where she was like, "I don't know what else to add. Like, I'm just adding nonsense." But I do believe that in the next one, I think they should have it to where the rule is the prop has to be done to completion, like, or at least close to it. Like, it can't be like half done where you get to focus on that stuff. It needs to be like fully. That's what I really believe. And I think that'll make it a more compelling event. Like I loved it. I thought the pressure was fun. I thought it was so cool. I think I like the ideas. I guess since I'm doing the podcast a lot, right? I get that opportunity to kind of like work a crowd all the time.
Yeah.
So it was just really cool to be on stage and kind of like make faces and talk to like the 2 hosts or 3 hosts that were up there with us, and then the calamity of them adding like a curveball in the middle, like to kind of like throw you off your game. I was really, really hyped about it, and I think it went really, really well, and I can't wait for the next one.
Hey, bro, I know you get better rapport with Ramsey than I do, bro, but if he even brings like a Clone Wars guest for South Texas Comic Con, bro, you could do the same concept, bro, but with kids and build a lightsaber, bro.
That would be really cool, right? The thing is, we only have 30 minutes, dude.
Papitas, bro.
30 minutes. It was nuts. But overall, such a good experience. It would be cool. I like doing it themed to the characters that are at least close to, or at least an IP of a person that's there that is a part of the guessing show, right? Because this one, it went very smooth. And what I think what went smooth about it was like super like, hey, it's got to be a sword and it's got to be fantasy. Like, it could be whatever the fuck you want in between that. Like, that's a lot. But like, I don't even know why. Like, I automatically knew I had to cut something. And when I started, like, my brain already went and it gravitated towards like Lord of the Rings. I don't know why it gravitated towards that, but I guess that's fantasy to me in my brain. So it worked out pretty well in my opinion. I think it was really really cool. So as a person watching it, what did you think?
Yeah, it was entertaining, bro. I mean, obviously, I'm biased because I like you and I like Christella. Nothing against Oz, right?
I
Oz is
beat
totally cool,
Christella.
dude. Yeah, and what's it called? But it was entertaining, bro. But those little tweaks, bro, like like the pool noodle lightsaber for kids that they have like a Star Wars guest next year.
Mhm.
Like, I think just being more interactive with the crowd, and I mean, I know like Anime Fiesta's in the growing stages, bro, right?
Mhm.
So like everybody complain like the ticket prices, the crowd, like they don't understand, bro. This isn't Comic Con, like it's growing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's in the
So
process of it.
you're gonna have growing pains. So if you're more interactive, it's not bad. But like, how can we tie that in for the better experience? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was good for the cosplay community. Don't get me wrong, it's awesome. But how do you incorporate the everyday person that's going?
How
Like
many times have you done Anime Fiesta? Is this your first? Is it your
my first one,
third?
bro.
Is it your first one?
Yeah, first one.
Nice, nice. So what did you think? I know that you and I have talked about this before in the past when it comes to being a vendor, doing conventions, like that pop to pull the trigger on saying yes or no of being a part of it. Like how did it quell for you with the first like your first event?
I think it was fun. What I think, and this is just me thinking, bro. Like I haven't talked to Ramsey about it or nothing, but I think they do a lot of modifications. So, like for example, like South Texas Comic Con, they do like the vendor wristbands and the badges, right?
Mhm,
And in this event, they just ran the wristbands. Obviously, to cut the cost of the badges, right?
mhm,
So they can implement that within Comic Con, and they make those little adaptations for the bigger event.
mhm.
And I don't know. That's just my business brain thinking while I'm there, right? But I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. They have this layout. I didn't like the cars there personally. Like, I think it's a waste of space. I'd rather have more vendors or something cool, like
Mhm.
even if it was having the cosplayers there, like in that last row compared to like the hallway, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like that's just me personally. But
Yeah, it's same thing. Opinions wise, I think it was really cool that they brought in a lot more like artists from out of town.
yeah,
The artist alley was packed, dude. There was so many people that were there. And then of course, like the cars are cool, but like deep down inside, I think the cars should be for display in the front at the line area.
yeah,
Like in that area, like the walkway, like maybe you could put two cars and then have like
mhm,
a third somewhere and make it like in that area, or even like have one car like right in the center of like where the arcade is,
mhm,
and have it to where like you can have like badass lights and like a row around it or something, like having it to be very much like you can bring in models to like sit on the cars and be like those Japanese car show kind of extravaganzas where they have like the models dressed in like techno cosplay and they're all
yeah,
like sitting on the cars, but they're specifically there just for that car area. I think that
mhm,
would be really, really cool because I think just having the cars there, like it's all right, but like you said, like it really does take up a huge amount of space,
yeah,
like an awkward amount. Like
yeah,
usually the cars are from the front door to the concession stand right down the center,
yeah,
right? So people can like walk by them. As soon as you see them, you just see the row of cars. This time they were like far out to the right, like in the back area. And I thought it was very like, I didn't even know that they were there for a moment
yeah.
until I went walking around and I was like, oh shit, like there's cars around here.
Mhm.
That's crazy. You
And
know what I
then
mean?
there's some vendors on the other side of the cars. I felt a
Oh,
little
the other
bad for,
cars.
bro. Yeah, a
Yeah,
little
because
bit bad.
I didn't see anybody really messing with those vendors too much. I saw them kind of like a deadish kind of vibe, right?
Yeah, on that side, yeah. But I mean, it could just be because of the new layout, having the cars there, like you said. But I mean, either way, I think it was a pretty good event. Definitely something I'm gonna sign up for closer to next year once I get the whole new shop situated.
Hmm.
Iris, if you're still on there, because I saw you commenting. So the location I was at sold the building, so I'm officially a business with merchandise but no building. So, but it's all good. So we still
So
building
what's your
upward.
plan for that? Like, what's going to be your overarching plan for like the whole like for the store now?
Bro. So I'm thinking about just calling it for the year, bro. So basically, like, just kind of do weekend events or whatever, and then wait until January, February when the how do you say it when the leases end for some businesses, and hopefully have a better plethora of picks. Just because if I'm gonna make the commitment to a building, to a brick and mortar, I don't want to pick on my limited choices. I want to pick from what I want. Does that make sense, bro? It sounds kind of douchey.
No, no,
It
no.
sounds
I mean, I understand. I mean, because it's only for the best interest of your livelihood and your passion and the thing that you're doing as a side hustle.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, I might just wait it out. I'm still gonna buy merchandise. I'm still building a category of PSA cards and stuff. It's a category I'm gonna grow in my business for cards and shit.
Mhm.
I love it though, bro. And I know this is gonna sound real shitty, Chris. And I mean, I hope it doesn't sound too bad, bro. But I love seeing the other businesses close.
No, I mean it's because it's competition, and it's like one of those things. Like the reason why you feel like that is because there's so like I understand when people are like, nah, man, it's cool when people do it because competition means good business, but it's the valley. Like it's not just like one or two people opening up a store like yours. It's 50. It's 50 motherfuckers and anyone that has a couple of things they want to sell. You know what freaks me out? I saw this the other day. Joshua Morales, right?
Yeah,
Had posted up something about how there's so many people that like lowball on Facebook Market.
Oh, bro, I saw that.
Did you
shit,
see
bro.
that shit?
Oh fuck yeah, bro!
And
Fucking
I am bad when it comes. I'm one of those dudes, Dave. I'm one of those dudes.
He's right there,
I
bro.
do every time I get paid. Like I'm like at a pawn shop. I'm like on Facebook Market. I'm always looking for other people's like trash is my treasure, and I don't know if that's like a healthy thing or not. But I feel like that's mostly everybody. Everybody likes to go to like walk around pawn shops and see what they can find, right? Like it's just cool. Like it's just cool. I don't know what it is. My dad got me to do it when I was a kid. When I was younger, he would take me, and I saw pawn shops as like this just cool fucking place. I don't know why. I don't know why.
It's a more expensive thrift store, bro.
But yo, what's up? There's Triggs. He's like, I'm on my way back home, guys. I think he went to Harlingen, man. He went to probably take his wife food at her job and like really far out there. But
wait, that's Triggs' name? Damn, that's a long ass name.
yeah, he's one of those dudes that's like super proper in the Mexican culture. Michael Jacob Duran. That's Triggs. Everybody thought his real name was Triggs or what? Like I don't know.
Yeah, I never knew. I don't hang around Triggs that much, bro.
Yeah. Well, as I say, yeah. So when I was young, my dad used to take me to pawn shops, and I would enjoy it because there was like such a variety of just so many different things. And as I got older, I realized the Valley was kind of like dumb when it came to certain things and technologies. That's my Christian name. Called out Christian name. That's my Spanish. That's my colonial name.
Hey, did I ever tell you my middle name or no, bro?
What's your middle name?
Christian.
Christian. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Everybody's got Chris in their name. It's crazy. Right. Everyone calls me Trigger. Yes, they do, Triggs. Yes, they do. That's his what is it? His
stage name?
No, not stage name. His real name is, what do they call it? Like that's my my government name or whatever.
Oh yeah.
My government name. But yeah, like I was saying, like everybody, but when I was young, my dad used to take me to pawn shops, and I always like the variety of stuff. And as I got older, I realized like a lot of people here in the Valley, well, for sometimes, like a lot of like big technology that happens in upper states, like even with the podcast stuff, a lot of people don't understand some of the technology, so they sell it really cheap because they don't know what it is. Yeah. So like I'll come across some like weird, like just random shit that I'll buy like at a pawn shop, like less than $100. Like I'm not gonna go do something for like $300 at a pawn shop, but like I disagree, man. Josh had put that thing up about Facebook Market, and I fly drones. You know, I'm a big guy about drones. I love drone stuff. And there's some people that'll put like a fucking $40 Walmart drone for like $600 and say that it's like a high-end drone, and I'll message them and be like, yo, you know, that's like a Walmart brand drone. Like that's not even real. And the guy will be like, don't lowball me, bro, or whatever. Like I'm like, what are you doing, man? It's so weird how people will sell technology nowadays at like I'm retail price, and these people have been fucking shitting all over it for like 5 years, and they'll still be like, oh dude, practically brand new. I mean, it just has a fucking a rebar through the middle of it, but still brand new. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this world, man? What is wrong with this world?
I had that shit happen. I was trying to buy one of your mics, bro, from Facebook Marketplace, or the Rode mic.
Oh, one of these?
And it's $100.
They're only $100. They're only $100.
$100 retail. The fucking dude's like $90 used. I said, dude, I'll give you 60.
Yeah,
dude. He's like, nah, $90, bro. It's new. I said, dude, the new one's $10 more, bitch. Like
this guy's fucking spewing corona germs all over it, and he's like, nah, bro, fucking brand new. Fucking Ham, my boy, what's up? Ham in the comment section knows too, man. He's been selling fucking arcades for years, and he knows prices like off the top of his head. And I guarantee, like if he goes to Facebook Market, a bunch of motherfuckers are like highballing everyone. Those 1-Up arcades, dude, they sell for like what, like $130. There's people online selling up for like $250, $300.
Yeah, because I think it's retail, bro. It ain't retail no more, bro.
Oh man, dude, after like their kids with mocos, dude, like grabbing the joysticks and shit, and then they want to sell it used. I always tell people, look, technology, the moment you buy it, is instantly like downgraded by the time you buy it and it gets into your home, because by the time you're buying it, it's already like super out of case, dude. Super. There's already another model that's already coming out that's about to blow it away. There's low ballers too. Yeah, but the low ballers are like, okay, so I'm an artist, right? I do a bunch of art shit, and I've been looking to get like a Wacom clinic, right? A critique or something. It's one of the drawing pins that has the screen on it.
Okay.
And there was this dude, and they're only like $300 brand new, and they're like fucking 8-9 years old. So the opportunity to find it at like $100, 120, like that's a reasonable price to buy it used. Half of the price. That's easy. Someone's like $120. The screen doesn't turn on anymore, but you can still connect it to your computer. I'm like, bitch, why are you selling it for $100? Like, it doesn't work. You're literally telling everybody it doesn't work, but you're okay with fucking selling it for like $100. Get out of here, bro. Like those fucking cars that are like ain't got no tires, ain't got an engine, ain't got no windows, you know, the fucking
good project car, guys.
But it's a great project car, dude. Fucking brand new price, dude. Brand new price. But yeah, like it's crazy. Moni, good to see you. Monica, Miguel, good to see you. Iris, welcome. Ham's here, Triggs here. Everybody's here, man. Everybody's just hanging out with us. Good stuff. What is it? Monica says all shit or AI is shit. AI is even shit. It's like Miguel says, hey yo fellas, how's it going? Good to see you, my man. And you're lost my gain. You're lost my gain for a whack tablet. No way. Don't lowball me. I know what I have. Fucking cars. It's crazy, dude. Facebook Market. I can go right now and probably find like a piece of shit item for like $300, dude. Like it's nuts, dude. It's bonkers. But yeah, like we had Anime Fiesta last week, and I didn't get to talk to you about it too much. I didn't get you on the show, but I did want to ask you, like, we had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and in my opinion, I think of course Saturday was the more audience people showed up, the more crowd. Sunday was a little slow. It was a slow for a big event like the one that we had. And I think Friday was like the middle day, right? Like that was the one that kind of like had a little bit more, which was crazy as hell, because Sunday is usually a little bit bigger than Friday. But why do you think that? Like the thing is like Sunday, right? The whole weekend was good. Like it was fun all the way through. Yeah. Like there wasn't really a lot slacking. There was a lot of cool people, a lot of fun people to really run into, and everybody was engaging in such a nice way. There wasn't anything bad or anything like that. Sunday just felt like it was slow. It was pretty slow Sunday.
That's pretty slow, bro. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. So why do you think that is? Because the event was great. Like I think people that did not show because they thought it was going to be slow, they missed out. I really think they missed out on Sunday because there was so much to do, and the time went by fast. It was good all the way through. But why is it that you think a lot of people are choosing to not come to these events and stay home nowadays? You know, we had it from the Corona when everything opened back up. You know, people coming out, really coming in troves to want to be out and doing stuff. And there was a moment where all these events were just crammed with people. And now it's gotten to the point where it's kind of like back to the way it was prior coronavirus, where people are choosing not to or doing it. What do you think it is?
Well, Monica kind of know that, bro. Bootleg shit, fake shit.
Oh,
I mean, I think just like obviously, like we have different genres, bro. Like my customer base is a little bit older, closer to my age. The people going to Anime Fiesta are the younger crowd between 18 and 24. You know, they're broke college kids, bro. They're broke kids. I mean, they're broke adults, young adults, right? They don't have their career set for the most part. But I think at the end of the day for Anime Fiesta, making it 3 days obviously changes the traffic. It spreads it out more. Mm-hmm. But definitely, I just think people will spend more money in an artist alley than they will for like a high-end collectible, right? You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then, I mean, Monica makes up a good point, bro. I mean, you get all that shit from Temu and shit. Like, the knockoff stuff and the fake pops and shit. Like I don't sell fake shit, but some people do, you know. But
Well, how? That's really interesting because that didn't even cross my mind. How easy is it for people to try to get away with like fake shit?
I mean, it's a big
Kinda
event,
weird. I
bro.
don't even know how to put that out there, but
It's a big event, bro. Like Ramsey has, you know, let's just say hypothetically 200 vendors, right?
Mhm.
And as long as they have a tax ID and he has meets the qualifications he has, he can't inspect everyone's booth. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like you really can't, bro. Like, and if he does come to his attention, I remember the very first Comic Con we did. Ramsey went up to us and asked us about a fake pop because these guys are selling fake pops,
Okay.
and it was
Oh, you muted.
my
I
bad.
see what you did there. I see what you did there.
There was like shingles of fake pops there, bro. So I was just like, yeah, dude, like this one's fake, you know, the logo here, this and that, and so forth. But I mean, it's really hard to have quality control, right? That's what they call it, quality control, QC.
Yeah.
It's hard to QC that stuff, bro. But it also does a bad rep for like craft vendors, bro. You know, like Iris is a good example, bro. Like Iris has a better stuff, and like people will say, like, well, why is yours $7 and this one's a fucking dollar? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like a price thing.
How do you defend that shit, bro? You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to tell them, well, that motherfucker's fake. You know, like,
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, you know what? Like, what would it be, David, if you and I at the next convention don some like super nerdy glasses, dude? And we went around to like different tables and looked at their gear and called people out like with I'll get my little fucking Insta 360, dude. And we
Right.
fucking go out and we spot like, cause that's the thing is like, I have no earthly idea how to spot a fake pop from a real pop.
No.
But I would, you know me, dude. I love confrontation, dude. I love that shit like it's the plague, dude. And I like to call fucking bad motherfuckers out, dude. It's just what I like to do. What would it be like to go to a convention, like, you know, one of the locals, go through the event, spot the fake ones and call them out? Like, hey, dude, this is fake though, bro. Like, you know, and really get to the bottom of it because like I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I think Monica put it earlier where she was like, the kids are the ones that are the victims because they'll go in, they'll spot a character that they really like from a show. They'll look at it and they'll be like, you know, they'll see it and it'd be like $20-$30 and be like, oh man, but I really like this show. And the person's like, oh dude, that's legit. And then they end up buying it and it's fake. It's not real. It falls apart, or I don't know. Like, I know that there's a good amount of people that collect pops, and there's some people that just open them up and put them around their tables or their, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't really understand like the gravitas of what it factors into being fake or not, if you're just going to end up displaying it.
Mhm.
But the thing is if you're playing full price for a real pop off of someone who's like 3D printing them, I think that's 100% needs to be called out on bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
I think that's 100%.
Nah, I agree with you, bro. I mean, the thing I like that I see more of is like the people that do 3D printing, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, they might grab the design off one of those websites and shit.
Yeah.
But I just think it's cool, bro. Like they have like a cool little SpongeBob pen holder, like $5 or whatever. It was
Yeah, that's
reasonably priced and
that's the
shit.
thing. When they're selling it for a reasonable price, it makes sense. But it's when they're price gouging. I've seen people out there like making full head helmets and then selling them for $120 and being like, well, you didn't fucking design that. All you're doing is pressing print on your printer and sending it. I don't give a fuck what anybody. Well, I have to balance it. I don't give a fuck, dude. Like, you didn't do shit. Like, you're that would be the equivalent to me printing out Marvel comics and then selling them full price off of a color printer and then stapling and be like, well, I use my own staples. I don't give a fuck, dude. Like, you're not the creator, bro. You're ripping people off. So like the 3D printing thing, I think it's cool when you're doing knickknacks and stuff. And if they do big things, like I understand, but you can't be like, oh, $380 because it took me a long amount of time. And it's like, bitch, I don't care. You didn't make it. You're not the artist. Like, you're gouging someone. Like, I don't know. The 3D printing thing is like AI to me. Like, it's just a bunch of people buy a bunch of printers, they print a bunch of shit, they figure out how to glue it together and all this stuff, and then they think they're creators or something. And it's like, but you're not creating shit. You're just printing shit. So, yeah, I think that has like a small, like, I think like when you go to conventions and you have that, you should have a set where like they tell you like you can't go off and be printing giant things and then selling them for retail price, because you're really not a person that has a license to be selling like licensed products. So, you know, telling them the little knickknacks, like little things and shit like that, like that's fine. But like big things and then selling them for egregious prices to children or whatnot, I think that's too much. If you're gonna go off and make like, I don't know, like the fucking chainsaw gun from fucking what is it, Gears of War, like that's on you. Your printer did all the work and it's all printed. I get it, but like you're gonna sell that bitch for like maybe at the max $100, where someone's gonna be like, oh, 280 because it's life size. I don't give a fuck, dude. If it's life size, dude. Yeah, dude. Like, I don't know. I think those guys are crooks. And yeah, crooks. Definitely. All of you. Crooks. All of you 3D fuckers.
Fuck them all.
Fuck them all, dude. If you don't like it, too bad, dude. Hit me, catch me, man. But yeah, man, it's a little weird. It's kind of, I mean, it comes down to it, kind of like in the bigger conventions when you go, and the actual like, dude, when I don't know if you ever hear about this, but like Funimation and like all those motherfuckers, they will do a cease and desist at every convention in the artist alley. They'll walk by and just slap papers on your shit and be like, hey, you don't own our stuff. Don't be drawing our shit, nor you can sell stickers or nothing. You got to stop it. Stop it right now. We're gonna sue the fuck out of you. And people get fucking scared. And they're like, but I'm in the artist. That's like, doesn't give a fuck, dude. You have to remember, and this is what I keep telling people. If you're an artist, you're an artist. I get it. And that's super important. But if you're writing coattails on an IP that's already super fucking popular and you're drawing those characters because you know it's going to sell because those characters make money, that's you being a con artist, like a con artist, not an artist at a convention. That's you being a con artist. Like you're stealing from that company because you have your own creations, your own art, your own things that you should be creating without those characters in it. Like that doesn't make you, that's like me painting the Mona Lisa and being like, yo guys, $7 million, bro, because it's the Mona Lisa. I don't have the right to use that because I didn't create that. And I didn't do the hard work to make that IP big. That's like when you see like all the Dragon Ball Z and all the other stuff, all the artists that draw all these characters like in Super Crazy, and they're like, oh dude, you know, fucking $80 for this painting that I did because I did it and all this shit. And it's like, well, fuck, I'm only buying it because Goku's on it, bitch. I don't care what your stroke looks like. I don't give a fuck I don't give a fuck about your craft. I like the character. I like the character and I like the way that color looks. Like, so yeah, man, but it's always just thin line because I support my artists. I love my people that draw and do shit. But like, again, like there's a statute of limitation. I guess that's the easiest way to put it. A statute of limitation where you can go so far before you have to put a cap on it. Because that shit's not going to fly at any big convention. You know, if my big thing is, I think Ramsey is at that level for his convention that he should be bringing big companies with it. Like he should be getting like Sony. He should be bringing in like Capcom. He should be bringing in fucking, Funimation or whatever. I think he has the pull to be bringing in big stuff. My dream, not even kidding, my dream is to have South Texas Comic Con kind of like San Diego Comic Hall H, where like where Funimation comes through. They have a new anime that they have not shown, produced, or anything. But now they're going to put it like a trailer for a never before seen thing here in the RGV at South Texas Comic Con. And then boom, makes national news because everyone wanted to see the trailer. A fucking Marvel movie debuts its trailer. The Thunderbolts trailer debuted at San Diego Comic Con because XY actor was in the neighborhood and wanted to show it off or whatever, or got the permission. That's what I want. That's what I want for South Texas Comic Con. That would be so cool. Yeah, but when that shit happens, there's going to be a lot of cease and desist on companies that are coming through like that too. People have to understand that, man. It's just what it is. So yeah, it's super crazy. I do agree with you that the cars were a little bit too much in that one area, but overall, I think Anime Fiesta was a really, really fun turnout. I really think people that didn't go on Sunday really missed out. I think it was really, really fun all 3 days. I think there was a lot of stuff to do. I think Ramsey did very, very good at creating an event that had some entertainment. And Ham had put earlier, they had given Ham 2 spots, right? Ham had the arcade room, and then he had this thing called the rhythm room. And they had all their like DDRs and all the rhythm games, and they were so cool, man. All those games are super, super fun. So yeah, overall was a cool thing. What was your favorite thing about Anime Fiesta this year?
Bro, you know, it's not real shitty, bro, but like on the Friday, I panicked a little bit because it was slow, right? Saturday was busy. Sunday, I kind of was like understanding the crowd. But I want to say the best part of the whole thing was just kind of like reconnecting with all the vendors because it's been a minute, bro. You know what I mean?
It felt like it, yeah.
And like oh man, this gonna sound so shitty, bro. Like the vendors that go there are more like authentic because they're gonna support local. You know what I'm saying? Like
Uh-huh.
next week they'll be like at Big Texas Comic Con like this past weekend, or they're gonna be out of the city, but they still make time for like the home crowd because honestly the community needs it, bro. Like there's a lot of businesses right now like that don't do like, let's say for example like the Edinburgh Activity Center, like Armando show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Places are like, oh, I'm not going to go to that show because I make more in my location, but it's not about making money, bro. It's about bringing the collectible community together and growing it. You know, like
Okay. I like that.
Until you understand that, you're never gonna grow your business.
Yeah. Monica says I was looking for you at the Echo. David Garcia, we bought shit.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that was my buddy Alex. Alex ran that show because that's when Adam had his last basketball tournament and shit.
Oh, when did that one happen?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Monica did say that's what Ash was telling me. Yeah, we had Alex there. Thank you, Monica. But yeah, Alex
when did that event happen?
That was the 28th, right? It was United the 28th, right? It was last month on the 28th, I think.
Nice. Okay, cool, man. Yeah. I didn't even know the Echo was doing shows, man.
Yeah. No, the Echo. No, that's the Edinburgh Activity Center, right? I think Expo, right? I think, right? No, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe unless you're selling drugs at the Echo.
Right. Yes. Okay. Good.
I thought you meant the Echo Hotel. I was like, damn, dude. Like, nah. The only place that thing's known for is like underage debauchery, my friend.
P Diddy parties.
P Diddy parties at the Echo Hotel. Fucking Echo Hotel. But yeah, man. It's really weird. I thought Sunday was a little bit awkward, and I was trying to, you know me. I'm always trying to like wrap my head around shit. My brain's always working. Like if it's like a fucking like if it's a variable in a math equation, you see, Monica knows. Everyone knows the Echo. Oh yeah, everyone knows the Echo. I got a funny story about that, but that's more of a personal thing. When I was on with RGV Titan Radio, we did like the Chamber of Commerce meeting. There, they had a crawfish boil. They do like this big thing where they invite a bunch of like heads of Edinburgh and mayors and shit, and we were so out of place, dude. We were so out of place. I was there. Fucking dude, I was literally I don't even smoke, and I felt like I was getting stoned with Tim Smith, dude. Like I felt he was just there, like being like the old Cheech and Chong, dude. It was super crazy. But I remember the one of the owners of the Echo came up, right, and she was being real rude, and I kind of put her in her place really bad. It was fucking funny, dude. We got Trigger in the house, Trigger's in the back. Word up. Looking like fucking Ezra Bridgers from fucking Ahsoka with your beard and hair, dude.
Right, dude. Honestly, I fuck with it, dude. I'm good with that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm all right. Yeah, all right.
How's it going, Triggs, man? How's it going?
Good, man. Good. Sorry I'm late, gentlemen. I had to go do some like last minute grocery shopping, unfortunately, and yeah. Hey. Yeah, that's enough.
It's all good. Right now, we're just talking about me and David are reminiscing of Anime Fiesta. So,
okay.
Yeah, Anime Fiesta just happened this past weekend. It was really, really
fun.
Dude,
it was so weird because, like, I live right across the street.
Oh, yeah. Well, we talked about it last week, didn't we?
Yeah, I live right across the street, and I'm like, fuck, bro, I can't believe I missed it.
Should have came through, man. Yeah, we had a good time. I was talking to David. It was his first time being a vendor for Anime Fiesta, and I was just trying to pick his brain. And I was just getting to the point where I was like, it was so weird because I always try to break things down in like a core study of like horde study of people. And for the convention, it was like Friday was normal, which is kind of like, you know, in and out, people getting out of work and school by 5 o'clock. They'll get to the convention around then, you know, and then it picks up a little bit and then it dies out after party. Everything's cool. Then Saturday is usually the biggest day for every convention because that's like, you know what I mean? Like that's the day, right? That's the main day. But Sunday was
the biggest panels are usually that day.
Saturday and
after party, the after party is that day. Like your vendors usually have their better deals that day as well.
Like Sunday ended up being like it was pretty slow Sunday. Like
that's not too unexpected though.
Yeah.
Like
no, but this one was like it was kind of like it was slow.
Like dead.
Like yeah, almost dead. I would say almost dead. And it was kind of like fluent throughout the day at that level. And I feel bad because I think they did an exceptional job. And I was trying to be like, okay, what do I think in the valley is going on that people are choosing to be like, all right, well, I'm going to stay home and I'm not going to go to this. Being that Anime Fiesta's, you know, kind of one of the big three of the year, I would say, since it's in its growing aspect, but it's had more opportunity than the Gamers Expo to grow. So like, you know, I don't know if I would use this as a like some type of variable to use on the concept for like David being a vendor on the aspect of like, okay, cool. Like, I wonder if Gamers Expo is going to be as slow or if it's going to be as big. Cause I think last year was really good for Gamers Expo. They did extremely well last year. So, but, they brought up a really, really good point. Monica and David both brought it up, Triggs, and they said that they think that it could be because of bootleggers, people that bootleg the toys.
Oh,
And that's fucking freaked me out because I did not even have that as an idea. And I told David,
I mean, at least from a vendor aspect, you know, or standpoint, sure, you know, like, because like you know, like from like, I mean, because like there's really nothing panel wise going on Sundays. So
no,
like,
because most of the actors are kind of like on their way out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
About like 2-3 o'clock, everybody wants to get home. So yeah, like, but I just thought that private. I thought the idea of it, like a lot of like bootleg items, was like crazy as fuck. Like David, like. Let me ask this, and you can be anonymous. I'll even like pixelate your eyes or whatever. At like, let's say Anime Fiesta, and Monica, you could jump in on this too in the comments. I would like to hear your conversation about this. How many by chance fake things did you spot at Anime Fiesta alone?
I mean, I didn't pay attention too much, bro, but at least 4 or 5.
Like just off the top, like you could spot it?
Yeah, well, I mean, does AI count?
AI. Oh, for pictures and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it should count. It's 100%. It should count because those are just words that you can like get away with easy in the app and shit like that. But damn, Monica says she spotted about 6 tables. Yeah. 6 tables of people with fake things. Like, and now let me ask you, because this is another important question about this, because I didn't even know this. Out of the 6 tables, Monica, in the comments, was it multiple items, or would you say like 1 or 2 items that you could spot? Because that's a big question too. If it's like, so like, let's say I have a whole table and like that one thing is fake and it's not real. Like, look at this cool shaker. This is my battle shaker, dude, for like my pre-workout and stuff. For my gamer subs, dude, or whatever.
For your G Fuel.
For my G Fuel, I do. I have the Genshin Impact one somewhere. What would like out of all the items, like, would it say there's a lot of it on their table, or just like 1 or 2 items? No, it's a lot. David, what about you, dude?
What's it called? So like my biggest one, bro, like the swords and the foam props and shit.
Okay, but, yeah, that's those are easy to spot. Yeah, I'll agree with you there.
How can you have like the God of War blades, bro, on one table for 600 and the other table for $100? The fuck out of here.
It's super crazy. Look, I'm gonna teach whoever's watching. I'm gonna give you a little bit of like little sprinkle of magic. There's 2 websites that you should be following when it comes to weapons: BudK and swords.com. Like all of the weapons that you can find at these events, you can buy there. But BudK is probably the most famous one that's been around. BUDK.com. Like, and then you can type in whatever you want. They have like a list of anime weapons and all this stuff. What's up, Miggy? Good to see you, my boy. Good to see you, man. Right now we're talking about Anime Fiesta from last week. We're just catching up and stuff. David is a vendor usually at these events, so we're just asking him how he did. And we're talking about finding fake things at conventions that make the convention go bad. Now, David brought up a good point. The people that sell weapons, a lot of them use the excuse that they have a friend that custom makes them in Pakistan. That is false. 100% false. All of these fucking websites get their swords from Pakistan, and they're all bad. All the weapons are just bad. They're cheap. They're cheap.
My buddy Alex, bro, he's like, we were walking the tables, and the guy's like, yeah, these are custom made. I said, dude, the box is made in China.
Yeah, 100%. You can spot all that shit.
The box is made in China, but the sword's made here. I said, dude, you're so full of shit, bro.
And you know what makes me laugh a lot? I used to do kendo, and I used to do all this stuff when I was growing up as a kid under Charles Robertson, who was my judo instructor, right, and kendo instructor. and we used to use kendo weapons and swords and all that stuff in practice and all this stuff. My favorite thing to see at conventions is one of the 15-year-old, 16-year-old kids that are like, oh, can I check the balance of this really quick? And they pull the sword out and they put it on their finger and all this shit. And I'm like, God, this is so fucking lame, dude. Triggs, do you get this? Do you get this joke? Do you get this idea? They look at it, they fucking pull the sword out and they swing it around. There's like fucking 40 people around them in the hallway, and they still have this one a desire to throw that shit around, dude. It's wild, dude. It fucking blows my mind. Triggs, I have to ask, at conventions, have you been to a convention in a while or no?
It's been a minute. It's been a couple years, man.
How do you? Okay, let me ask you, because I know hidden talents of Trigger. If you don't know, he's one of the biggest LARPing nerds I know. He's my guy. He's my LARPing guy. If you don't know what that is, that's dudes that beat each other up with foam sticks.
Have you ever seen Role Models?
Yeah, but he's good at it.
Yeah,
but he's good at it.
I'm looking pretty good, actually.
Are you familiar with some of these websites like Budk and Source Swords that sell LARPing weapons now?
Yeah, like I mean, I've seen the LARPing weapons. And
y'all gay.
And like I see them and I'm kind of just like, oh dude, like I try and avoid those because like if I'm not making it or like it's not being made by somebody I trust, then I'm not going to use it. Right? Like, you know, like there's like, especially for the game that I play, there's weapons checks, you know, there's people who like check circumference and diameter, weight, you know, like the materials being used in it, the kind of foam that's being used in it. And so like, and so like, especially with like stuff like that, you know, there's only like, I mean, the criteria to make a weapon legal in our game is not very like hard or extensive, but at the same time, like I'm also not using weapons that I personally don't make myself or is not being made by somebody I trust or has a reputation I can trust. You know, so like for me, like the sites that I go to are like Gorg the Blacksmith, you know, Smiley's Workshop, Ham's brother, you know.
He's into it too.
Yeah. So I think it's like the Otani Workshop or Blue Otani Workshop, and so like I said, like those are quality like products that I trust, and so I'm good with like using their weapons or their shields or so. And even with like competition, that's when like the scrutiny really comes in, because there's a lot of checking that goes into that, because like safety, you're using you're actively trying to like hit somebody, and you know like and even then that's like a very frowned upon move. Like don't like head check somebody, and like that's obviously not cool, right? But I mean, you know, like especially when it comes to like competitions, you know, and stuff, I am like I usually have a competition set of weapons that I use, and then I have like a field set, like ones that I could give a fuck. Like, all right, dude, I'm just here to beat the snap out of somebody. And then I have like my cheater weapons, which is like, okay, if you're cheating, I'm gonna go pull out a heavier like stick, and I'm gonna go fucking nuts.
Got a metal knife in it, dude.
I'm gonna crank my shit so hard. And I'm gonna you're gonna hear an audible snap.
But these guys at conventions are selling these like store-made LARPing weapons for like hundreds of dollars, dude. Like it's so crazy, and they look like Final Fantasy fucking Buster swords and like all this stuff. And it's literally like Nerf weapons. They're hard as fuck, dude. Yeah. Monica's like, they're hard. Yeah, they're super hard, dude. Like, there's no way you're fucking hitting anybody with that shit. No way. But but you know what, David? Like spotting the fake swords that are like the shit, like that's easy, because like I'll walk right up to people and be like, oh, well, that's on Budk for like $30, and they're selling it for like $180, and I'll be like, that's on Budk, bro, and they'll be like, Budk,
it's trading cards. Trading cards are the ones that I see a lot.
You see, that's what I'm talking about. Like the pops. I think me and David had a conversation a long time ago about fake pops, and then there's like, of course, like Trig said, like comic books or cards. Like those are the ones that kind of interest me more. Like because the swords, I'll tell you, they're all fake. They're all fucking rat's tails. You don't swing them. There's no zombie apocalypse either. So what's up, Brian? Good to see you, my dude.
Hell yeah, my guy.
Yeah, hell yeah, my guy. Brian's feeling sick, so he'll be here next week. Faux show. But like that's where I kind of feel like the money is, right? That's where like the like if I can go into a con and have like 13 fake props or 13 fake pops and then sell them for $30 each, like I won, bitch. Like I'm Mario Karting that shit. I'm Rainbow Roading that. You know what I mean? So like those kind. Are there a lot of horror stories here in the convention scene with like people that do that kind of shit?
I mean, I think so, bro. Like, I mean, I haven't been on the tail end of it, but I mean, some people have. But I mean, you live and you learn. I just want to say this right now, bro, before I log off or whatever. But I got Triggs. He's got to invite us to one of those fucking fights, bro.
Dude,
like,
I haven't been
I'm down, bro.
I haven't been to an event since pre-COVID, and the the game that I play started in 1983. 84, 83.
Jesus.
And one of the groups, the group that I hang out with, these people are like family to me. They're called the Corsairs, and it's one of the oldest fighting companies in the game, right? And our colors are black and gray. We have a double-headed bird, as our our insignia. And dude, I haven't seen these motherfuckers in like 5 years.
Yo, do you guys have like a Battle of Isengard kind of thing that you guys like one objective that you guys had that was like the most important war that LARPers ever did in the RGV? They're like, I want to know, dude. Like,
not really like
a Sauron moment, Lord of the Rings kind of thing, dude. Like, I want.
Nah, I think that's a little bit more subjective to the person. Like what huge factor that they had, or like what was important to them at that point and stuff like that. Yeah, like I said, I'd have to say it's a little bit more subjective to the person. For me, so like one of the bigger competitions that I would compete at is called it's called Clan, and like they're trying to change the name because it sounds very bad, the optics of it nowadays, Clan. And I was just like, I was like, all right,
light bulb. Oh,
yeah. And so now they call it the Gathering of the Kingdoms, and I was just like, all right, whatever. And I was like, all right, dude. Well, that's like one of the biggest competitions that I would compete in, and I would fight in the 6 and under. So like there's something called Orders of the Warrior. If you have 6 or under, that's what you compete in. 6 and over, that's like where I would compete against like the really, really good guys.
Like so 6 and under, like you're beating up 6-year-olds?
No. Like just Orders of the Warrior.
Fucking dominate Triggs.
Oh, dude, like the Joe Rogan thing. No, I'd fuck up 12-year-old. I'd fuck 12-year-old
up like you that, baby.
And
everybody out in the kids' class, dude.
And so I was competing, and I was doing actually quite well, right? Like I was also doing an open competition, so this is like anybody can compete,
any level.
At any level, right? Yeah. And so these are some like really, really good dudes that I'm fighting against, and I'm kind of holding my own like with a lot of them. And I remember one guy, it's called a tower shield, right? This big shield, and like he would just hide behind it. And I was like, and he's not good whatsoever. And so like, at this point, like I'm just trying out new shots with this guy, and I'm just like, you know what, like let me see if I can get around him, right? And like I know I can, I just didn't like I wanted to take my time. And so he like goes for a hit, and I like what's called pommel block, and it hits my pommel, and I hit him on the shoulder, and there like the referee was like, oh, that strike was late, he hit you first. And I was like, no, it's a pommel block, like I blocked with my, he's like, no, like it made contact with you. And I was like, you know what, not gonna argue with it, fine, whatever. So like I see this kid again, right? Like I get, and like I get into like where a position to where I fight him again, and dude, I make it known that I'm gonna fuck this kid's life up. So like he like comes in and he was just like, oh dude, I went in low and just to like feint like a low shot from him. He goes for the bait, and I like take 2 steps forward, and I snap this kid's back so heavy, just whack.
So there's the ambulance. so
yeah, dude, I was just like,
I
fuck,
feel my legs.
fuck this kid, fuck your ruling, fuck this competition, dude. I went on like I just dug into this guy.
This kid's like, I can't.
Yeah, he was just like, and I was just like,
my legs.
oh,
He's like, mom. Triggs is
mom's that way.
Fucking just P Diddy dancing on his body.
Oh, dude, man, I was freak offing on this
Damn,
motherfucker.
Trigger,
Dude.
that's hard. That's hard.
Oh,
And you
dude.
gotta do what? Oh my god! What would be funny if you were like, if you're explaining this story and then you were like, yeah, so there we were in the back of Tequeria Zarape, dude, in the field
Yeah.
or whatever. Like, it's just like in some random ass spot, dude, in that alley. You guys are all beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, man, you know where Los Posados is? Fine there. In El Monte, dude.
Bro,
God
that
damn it,
fucking kid is starting his villain arc.
some
Right,
random kid screaming, dude. Just his legs are all fucking cracked and shit. That's the best thing I've heard all week, dude. Damn it.
Dude, that's not even my worst one.
Oh, Jesus.
That's not like, and ironically, it was also against like another tower shield. But dude, me and another friend of mine, it was us against like 12 people, right? And we knew that we could win. Like they're not good fighters whatsoever. And so like him and I, like we're fighting against this guy, and he just like yet again another tower shield makes it stupid, and he has this thing where he would like always try and poke, and we were like, all right. So I remember like my friend goes in for like a shoulder shot, and I was just like, oh dude, you know what, I'm gonna catch this kid low. And so like he goes in and snaps this dude's shoulder, and I wrap around his shield and I catch him right on the back and just whack,
Nice.
fucks this guy's up, dude, and he falls over just like
Oh,
like,
no, dude.
and I was just like, fuck him, dude. Whatever. Let's
He's
go.
not dead. Stomp him.
Yeah,
Everybody
dude.
just starts curb stomping him, dude.
Yeah, dude. I had no sympathy for this guy, and
Yeah,
I
now it's just violence. Now it's just gang violence. It's just
Yeah, dude.
messing up and
no,
causing-
dude, that was a slight hate crime, dude.
Yeah, blood's all up in here larping, dude.
Yeah, dude.
David, what time? Do you gotta get going already, dude?
What's it called?
What time is it right now?
It's 9 o'clock, bro. I think I'm gonna jump off because I got to go to that fucking store tomorrow.
Nice.
Oh.
So,
David, I gotta say, man, I appreciate you for jumping on with us for this little bit of time that we had you, and
bro,
I
thanks
hope
for
that you get everything situated with the whole store thing, man.
Yeah, appreciate it. We'll talk about it on the pre-recorded podcast.
Hell yeah,
On
baby!
Friday.
I'll get with you, man. David's gonna drop another episode next Friday.
This coming Friday, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do a pre-recorded with him on a couple of days during the week, and David's gonna drop another one on the Adams Collections podcast. So you guys make sure you guys pay attention. Look out for that. It's gonna be some fun talking. Yeah, gonna be some fun talking, baby. David, thank you so much again for coming on, guys. If you need to get a hold of David, Adam Collections, man, that's the dude. That's the dude right there. If you need anything, he can get it for you. You need a gun, he can get it. You need a car, he can get it. You need fucking passports, he can get it. He's the dude. He's the dude. David, thank you so much for jumping on with us, man. We love you, man.
Appreciate it, Chris. Thank you, guys. Later, Trixie or Michael, Jacob, Duran, whatever.
And thank you for everybody in the chat.
That's my
for jumping
Christian
in with us.
name,
I
dog.
want David's.
Later, bro.
Laters, brother. Triggs, my man, how's it going? You doing good?
Good,
buddy?
man. Yeah, dude. Finally finished up The Office for the most part.
I see that
Next.
computer in the back looking real pretty.
Yeah, this is my wife's setup. This is like kind of like what I've put together for her and stuff like that. Don't worry about the fucking cable management. This woman is barely in here anyway, so
It's okay.
I don't
It's
give a
alright.
fuck.
We'll fix that later. The dog's
Yeah.
sleeping in a cardboard box in the back, dude. Cable management's one. I don't know. It's a dog or whatever. I just see it.
You do. Yeah, man. I got 5 dogs in here right now. 4 dogs in here.
You
Right
guys
now.
got a lot of dogs, man.
Dude, we got 6 on me. We got
Jeez,
6.
I got one cat, and that's enough for me, dude.
I got 6.
How's everything
Don't
going?
Good, man. This upcoming week, I'm going to get my desk. I'm going to finally purchase my desk, right? And that will be in 3 days later.
Nice.
And like 3 to 5 days later, dude. So fucking excited because I've been waiting for this desk. I've been waiting to buy this desk probably for like a year and a half now, almost 2 years. And I was in a place about a year and a half ago when I could have got it, when I was about to get it, but I needed to help out somebody, so I kind of backburnered that, and I was just like, you know what? When time comes, I'm gonna get my desk. Nobody's gonna stop me. And well, this upcoming Wednesday, I will finally be able to purchase my desk, and this desk is going to be fucking massive, dude. I'll have to rearrange everything all over again. And yeah, so like for the people like or the gamers out there who like know, I'm going to be getting a Magnus Pro XL.
Yeah.
Secret Labs Magnus Pro XL. It is a sit to stand desk. It is 72 inches long, 3 feet deep, and it is just humongous, dude. Humongous.
I remember you telling me about it, so it sounds dope as shit.
So one of the biggest reasons why I want it is because it's clean, dude. Clean. There is a spot in the back that you can put like all your cables in. And it's also completely metal, so they sell these magnetic cable anchors that you literally just anchor to the desk. And yeah, and so they even have like a computer, like a computer mount that you can put onto the desk. Like there's just so much cool shit like when it comes to it, and I'm so excited.
Dope. I can't wait, man. Well, hopefully you get your setup soon and you get it all situated so that way you can feel more at home, more comfort. I know you've been kind of like moving around a lot, so getting that vibe when you're all kind of set up always feels really nice.
Yeah, man, and like that's also why I haven't entirely finished the office yet. Like I have my Nano Leafs like right over here. I've got my disc plates right over here as well, and I'm waiting to get that desk in and set up, and that way like once I do all that, then I'm finished, and now I can like do the decor of the office, because like this is like a his and hers. Like she's a big reader, so as you can see with like fucking that's books so over here. Yeah. I am also a bit of a reader myself. I have quite a few books on like right over here. There is some more stuff that like I do want to put in here, but yeah, man, it's a lot of figurines and shit like that.
Hopefully not bootleg ones.
No, not bootlegs.
That was so crazy talking about that stuff, dude. Can you imagine? Like, can you imagine all the years you've gone to like conventions and stuff, and then someone says, "Oh, you know that one pop toy that you have of Boji, like that's not a real one, like it's fake as fuck." And it's like, what?
Yeah,
it feels so real. Like we're talking about it.
No, but I have it.
It's in my hands. But it's in my hands. So
yeah.
And they're like, "No, it's not real, dude. It's figment of your imagination. It's not real. Boji's not real."
Dude, you're not even here, dude.
You're not even here. You're not even here. Dude, there is some weird, interesting talking points that I wanted to bring up today. They're very little and they're very small. Of course, another kind of a slow week. It's just been a lot of like the TV shows that are popping off, a little bit of news and information that's going to be going off. But there's some weird, I wouldn't say weird, but it's kind of like, in that political darkness of the comic book world and stuff. But I do want to bring up some stuff, and I don't want to go crazy on it or anything like that. Because again, I think me and Trigger and Brian have figured out that the greatest excuse when something is bad is we're just not the target audience. I think that's the easiest form of information to say. But I recently heard, and I just want to get your point of view on this, that Star Wars has a book that got released, like a teen child book, where they introduced the first trans character. And it's a clone. It's one of the clones.
Oh, yeah. I just heard about that. Yeah, I saw that like yesterday. They call her sister.
Sister, yeah, the person's name is Sister.
Yeah.
It's in a Star Wars book, but it's for I guess one of like the child novels or like the kind of like the Five Nights at Freddy's books kind of thing with scholastics. The character is, their braided hair, soldiered up and stuff. The character is the clone character, which is the actor, I forgot his name, the one that plays Boba Fett.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's this person has been changed, or they feel that they are in the transgender vibes and stuff. I wanted to get your vibe on it. I wanted to get your talk on it. Of course,
just as long as the story is coherent, it's faithful to the overall universe. I don't give a fuck, dude.
Right?
Dude. If you want to cut your nuts off, fine. I don't give a shit. Like, it's cool. Just make the fucking story interesting. I mean, there's another. Apparently, this is this is also like another like slightly canonized event or something like that. That like one of the clones came out deformed and he looks old, so he's a janitor, but he's still very faithful to the cause. And like, yeah, so like. Because like he was such like a good person, some of the like not all the troops. It like obviously enacted Order 66, and there were people who were who rebelled against that decision, and like supposedly like he had some influence as to why they were like not wanting to do that, but because like he was such like an influential figure to them that like they were like, no, we're not going to do that.
Mm-hmm. It's
and
super crazy.
Yeah, so like I said, dude, like if you give that character a good backstory, make it engaging, make it faithful to George Lucas's original design, or even Jon Favreau's and Dave Filoni's like new vision, dude, cool, man, go for it. I mean, we already have like a character who's kind of transition anyway in, what was it, I think was it Ahsoka or season 3 of Mando, where like the guy where the guy like got his like memories wiped or something like that?
See, I gotta remember that. I would think C-3PO.
Nah, man. So some like guy got his memories wiped, and he was the guy who was experimenting on Grogu.
Oh, the scientist?
Yeah, that guy.
The scientist guy. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, was it Ahsoka that was in, or was that
he was that was in
or was that Mando?
Mando season 3,
right?
Or Ahsoka, right? Maybe Ahsoka.
Yeah,
but I do know who you're talking about. Doctor from Mandalorian. Actually, what was cool is Michael Betancourt brought him down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at his event, Dr. Ferrising.
Yeah, dude.
Dr. Pershing.
So like I said, dude, like like I thought that was cool, like his character and all of that, but like the person who's like
this guy, right?
But the guy who's manipulating him, or the person who is manipulating him, is sort of transish anyway.
That person is like my crush. You're talking about this person?
Yeah.
Dude, she made that awesome movie with the girl from Twilight recently. Yeah. And cool thing is she was down too. She was also in Quantumania.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the native
that
person.
One. Yeah, yep. It was that person.
Yeah, this person, I know that they are in the LGBT community, right? They do have the pronouns and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And the thing is like she does fit the format, right? When it comes to like these type of like soldier-esque characters, very G.I. Jane, badass looking jaw, very tough looking.
Yeah, dude. And you know what, man? Like, fucking all for it, bro. All fucking for it. Like, dude. But at the same time, like they wrote their character well. They made the character engaging. Like the fact that they happen to be like that played zero fucking bearing on their character.
Yeah, it was almost like one of those things. Like it wasn't the
set it and forget it.
It wasn't a personality trait.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like the
They-
biggest problem in Hollywood right now is when it comes to characters that they write like this, right? Where
Yeah.
like they make that part of them a character trait
Or just the central motivation for
of their whole
what,
personality.
yeah, and it's so fucking debilitating to storytelling.
100%.
And I hate it, dude. It's so cheap.
You know, as
It's
a matter
so
of fact,
cheap, dude.
Vince in the comment section, I believe, got to meet her at the convention that she was at down here, and he said that she was an amazing person. I told him I was super jealous because she's like my crush. I think she's super awesome. I've always been fascinated with girls that have this kind of like person with like bravado about them. I think they're just so fucking cool, and I don't know if it's like what people call the muscle mommy or whatever. I don't know, but
The Rhea
they're
Ripley's?
amazing people. Yeah, but I'm not a big fan of Rhea Ripley actually. I don't know. Just me, don't kill me. But,
She's not mommy enough, or
she's not mommy enough.
Yeah.
When she had her like the dirty blonde hair, I think she looked awesome. Like when she looked more natural, but like the whole goth look, I'm kind of But
fair enough.
but I mean, 100%. I believe that in the Star Wars Mandalorian show, they did an excellent thing with this because it wasn't her personality.
Yeah.
It's just who she was, and then they wrote around that.
Yeah.
And they did a fucking great job with it. So
But you
this
get what
thing-
I mean, though. Like it's not the motivation. Like even like, granted, this is like a huge subject matter change to the way that things are. But look at Elliot Page in the Umbrella Academy. It was like set it and forget it. All right, cool. The name's not Vanya anymore. It's Victor. Cool, dude. Whatever. Now they call him Victor. Cool. They're going forward as Victor. Fine. But that like it played zero fucking bearing on.
Yeah,
that
there was
character.
nothing in the show.
Yeah,
Nothing in the show
like
that-
even though I think Elliot Page is kind of a piece of shit now, but there's still a fucking fantastic actor. You know, like Juno and fucking what is it? That goddamn rollerblade.
That
movie.
superhero movie that she did with that
No,
weird guy.
the roller derby movie that she did.
Oh, I remember that. I do remember that. I forgot what it was called, Wheels or some shit like that.
yeah.
But- But you know what? Like, I've heard numerous accounts
Whip it.
where
But yeah, anyway, like, you know, like I said, they're still a fantastic actor, you know, and the fact that they are who they are, yeah, was not the defining trait. It was just an aspect of their character that changed or that had been established, and that was it. You set it and forget it. You know, like, don't make that the primary motivation behind your character, because I think that's such a fucking cop out, or it's so, just like I said, just debilitating to writing as a whole, you know. And it's so like, dude, like, okay, I mean, what does this do to help the story?
and I kind of feel like that's like the biggest problem with Hollywood right now is, and not only that, it's in the video game industry also, right? Because if you look at all the problem that they're having right now in the video game industry with like studios like the Sweet Baby Inc. and all that stuff, that I don't know if you're kind of familiar with any of this or you're keeping up with any of this, but like there's like certain companies that are there to make sure that now video game companies have this like list of things that they have to have so that they're more inclusive to a lot of these like situations in life or whatnot, right? Are you familiar with all this stuff or no?
Not really, because like for me, like, I mean, obviously one of the biggest like video game whatever's that's come out in like recent history, with ironically one of the weirdest fucking franchises being The Last of Us, you know, and not even Ellie, but you know, what's her face?
The other character.
Yeah, the other character. You know, like, oh, they're too butch, or maybe they're trans, maybe they're not. You know, it's a dude, but like this dude also gets like railed out in like one scene.
And
like-
weird, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so I think we talked about this a long time ago when it came to that character. I forgot what her name is. She just came up here. Let me see real quick for this chick, right? Abby.
Yes, Abby.
Abby.
Thank you. Yes.
What I really think personally, what was supposed to happen was the director of the film or the show or the game or whatever wanted to make that character trans, like actual make it like a man transitioning or a person who had transitioned into a female, but pulled the trigger last minute because they were scared of what might happen, like the
For me-
backlash going up.
For me, I just see it from like like a human standpoint. Like,
Mhm.
dude, like you're in the middle of like a post-apocalyptic world essentially.
Yep.
Where the fuck are you gonna get the surgery done?
The
for?
stuff to do that.
yeah,
Well, the dad
for a
was a
sex
doctor,
change.
remember?
Yeah, smoked.
That's funny, smoke.
Smoked.
But like before the transition, he figured that's why Joel got Joel shot him before the transition was
yeah,
surgery.
dude.
It's like,
That-
no, my
yeah.
surgery.
Yeah, exactly. That's the
Yeah.
motivation. Yeah, no, I can't have a
That'll make more sense.
wiener.
Dude, that is like,
But that would be so funny. Like I would make a video game like
yeah. But like in my mind, I'm like, can you imagine? Because dude, man, I wish Brian was here too, because I know you guys are both really big fans of it. Do you remember how that whole thing in Last of Us 2, like fucking the whole Joel thing, like just destroyed the fan base, dude. Just fucking railed.
well, like not just that, but like think of the show. The show's coming
dude, it's
out.
coming up, and I'm
soon.
so like, damn, dude, like,
Dude, but the creator, like the showrunner was just like, we're changing things in season 2.
oh
And
man,
everybody is like, Joel's staying alive, right? That's your change? He's gonna fucking survive? Because that's what it fucking better be.
but dude, like, think about it though. If they do that, it changes the whole format as to the rest of the story.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it is.
So,
It
like,
is an integrally different shift, and
Show,
I think I know what the change might be.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of worried.
I
like,
think they're gonna kill Tommy.
no, come on, man.
Yeah, I think they're gonna kill
kinda
Tommy.
like he's still a G, dude. Like he's still a G. He's not
Yeah,
making
I
good
mean-
movies, but he's still a G though.
Well, here's the thing, dude. Because like this is gonna happen. I think Tommy is going to. I think a lot of the whole Abby thing is probably gonna still play out, where like they capture Tommy and Joel,
Yeah.
and then Ellie finds them and stuff like that. But I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna kill Tommy, and Joel is possibly gonna blame himself, while Ellie also blames him for everything anyway.
That's pretty dirty. That is pretty dirty, my man. I don't
Because
know,
like
man.
when she finds out that Joel killed everybody to save her, she's furious.
She's fucking furious. Yeah, she's infuriated.
Yeah.
About it. Like for him to take so much, but then again, it's like Ellie's character was so important to the world, right?
Yeah.
But like, what did she want Joel to do? Like, they wanted her to kill like a kid that he had like kind of cared for, because the trauma that he went through with him losing his wife and daughter, like that he couldn't, have pain from that. But, could there? I mean, think about it this way: in a world that we live in, right? You would literally just take the person and they would siphon whatever blood or plasma or whatever out of. They don't need to destroy the entire person's body. That's like when the people with the coronavirus, when they had the fucking what is it? When you have when you get the virus and you're able to like kind of beat it without it, the shots or whatever, they kind of want to take your fucking DNA to kind of like mass produce it for other people to have a better opportunity to fight the disease or whatever. So, they don't need to kill the dude, and I don't think they needed to kill Ellie, but it was just, I guess, like a part of the game that they were like, well,
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean?
As per that, right? Like, I have no idea what their fucking
Yeah, it
what
kind of
the process was. Yeah, what the
I was like,
process.
she's not a fucking like. Are you only gonna be able to make 20 packs of this shit? Because you're gonna destroy
Yeah.
the whole body eventually, dude. So I don't know. It was really weird, right?
But yeah, and that's why I'm kind of just like, okay, I guess. We'll see what happens then. And now I'm like, like I said, I know that they're changing things for
Last of Us 2.
Yeah, for The Last of Us 2. And I'm kind of just like, okay, well, like, I really, really think that Joel is probably going to survive. I think that the story shift or like maybe a motivation for her, dude, and I hope this doesn't happen, is Isabella Merced's character. I hope they don't kill her instead,
Mhm.
or something like that. I think it. Like, I know it starts with a D, like
Diana or something?
yeah, or like Dina or something like that.
Is that the girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
What happens to her?
Well, like in the story, like I mean, she's almost killed. You know, like she
Mhm.
like fucking Abby beats the fuck out of her, dude. Beats the fucking dog piss out of her. And this is like the first fight with Ellie, and like that, like this character like comes in and tries to like help them, and like yeah, just gets super fucked
Just
up,
decimated, right?
Yeah, Dina. Yeah, it is Dina, and yeah. So like I said, like well, I have no idea what's gonna happen if they do kill Joel. That's gonna fucking suck, dude.
Dude, especially make him such like a crowd favorite in the first season. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you know
what?
what?
Happened, like right off the top, wasn't it? Like a couple episodes, maybe like 1 or 2 in.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
dude,
if I-
you remember in the game, it's just like, hey, we're gonna kill this motherfucker off like right at the beginning of the game.
yeah, dude. I mean, it's probably what first hour of the game or something like
Yeah.
that. Not even.
Yeah, not even like 45 minutes in,
Yeah.
and they
And
fucking
then-
kill him in like the worst way possible.
Whack!
Yeah, they kill him in the worst, and right in front of Ellie, and then all of a sudden, like for some reason, like death.
Dude, and
becomes-
she was like, yeah, she's just like, dude, let us go. I won't look for you. I promise. Like, we'll squash this right now. Just let him fucking go. I'm like, no, snap. All right, I'm gonna fucking hunt every one of you down.
And like it's super crazy because like Death of Me, man, like I can't remember literally what happens through the rest of that game except the fact that like the Abby thing
systematically
happens.
fucking fucks these guys up, dude. Like,
Well, no. Like I'm just saying, like I understand like the game plays through as the way it does, but like in my mind, like
it was brutal, dude.
as an audience member, I can't look past that because I felt like so. You know what it kind of reminded me of? The Carl situation in The Walking Dead. Like when he ends up dying, and then you're kind of like, oh, Carl's dead. That takes the whole entire theory of like Carl being the old man Carl telling the story of his father at the end of this fucked up stupid story. Because the Walking Dead movie or TV show or whatever it is, like it's a okay show. But like
it is now just the biggest cash grab.
You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing to it anymore. Like, what's the ending? Like, what's the ending story? Like, beforehand, as fans of the comic books and the movies or the TV show, before Carl, the character, and I get it, he wanted to go to college and get out of acting or whatever it was. Like, there used to be this huge theory that at the overarching ending is Carl is telling the younger
it's all narrated.
generation.
Yeah,
he's
it's a
narrating
narration.
the story of his father being this like overarching hero in a zombie apocalypse. Again, this guy gets pushed into hordes of zombies. He's killing hordes of them with just a hand axe. Like he's doing above and beyond what anyone else is doing at his age of that time. So like there's just no way that you have this like superhero guy like doing this stuff in a zombie apocalypse unless someone is telling you a story and they're like blowing it up, right? And that was the whole theory. And then when in the show, when the actor decided to leave and they killed off Carl, like I don't even care like of the show itself anymore.
Dude, and I get it, dude, you know, because like
Yeah,
hey sweetheart. And like I mean after Glenn died, that was like the biggest show like drop in the show that like it had ever seen. People never picked the show back up.
That's consistent to the series.
To the comic book. And it's true, right? You know, like continuity wise,
It's very important.
You know, it's very, very important. The like Fallout, I think, is a great example of trying to build inside of the canon of
true.
of the story, right? It's like there's already something developed, there's already been something implemented, and we know it works, right? We have 25 years of fucking Fallout shit, and it's fucking fantastic.
Yep.
I mean, like Fallout is my wife's fucking series. That is her fucking franchise.
Nice.
Like that woman knows Fallout lore. I mean, probably as well as I know Marvel. Like this woman is about it.
That's her
so
thing.
like, yeah, that is her fucking thing, dude. Like, try and challenge her to fucking Fallout shit. she's gonna be like, dude, you're dumb. But my point is that like the fact that there is something already established, they're building on top of that or trying to add to it. You know what, dude? That's not a bad idea. Cool. Do it well. Do it concise. Make it engaging. Make it fun or whatever. Fit within the bounds of the story. Cool. Even The Last of Us, still somewhat did that with Frank's death. I mean, the story's already changed anyway because like Frank is dead.
Yeah.
And like he's huge and like throughout the throughout the series. And so like we're already at a point where like, yeah, dude, like things are already different.
Yeah, it's super crazy, man. Yeah, I dude, even the idea of us like getting all the way this far from the Star Wars thing to this, but like I think the overarching part of the concept is I don't think there's a big problem with them having characters in this format. And like the LGBT community, the trans community, different races and genders, like it's not like these things have all started and these are the first times we ever see them on film.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is that we need competent writers. And I think that makes the best thing in Hollywood. Like,
I think it's not just competent writers, but I think it's not being afraid of using the character correctly.
I mean competent, not confident.
No, and like, but what I mean is like, don't be afraid of using the character well. Don't be afraid of the fact that you have a trans character and you need to walk on eggshells. The fact that you have a trans character. Okay, dude, sick.
And even
like,
with that,
but that's also like kind of like what we were saying beforehand. Set it and forget it. Yeah. Characters trans, fine, whatever. Have them go forward, interacting or like going forward in that realm of medium, in the role that they feel that they should be playing. Whether it is male or female or fluid or however. Like, dude, if this person's a fucking soldier, whatever, dude. Doesn't matter if you have a dick or not. Like, just as long as you could fucking kill stuff,
feel organic.
You're fine. Yeah,
make it feel real. I mean, even in that aspect of them writing those, hey Joanne, what's going on? Even those ideas of having a character where these people, the competent writers, are writing trans characters or LGBT or gay or straight or black or white or Hispanic or Chinese or whatever. I mean, the writers of Joker 2 wrote that mess, dude, of a movie. And those are just like normal, like just people. I don't even think they had anything where it was like LGBT or anything. Like, I can't even, like, ideally, I don't think they did in the movie. I saw it on, I don't remember. But like, man, they did such a horrible job with the Joker 2, just competently writing it wrong. Joanne asks, how was the prop wars? Chris and I saw you and Christella, and it was super fun. 30 minutes to build a sword based on fantasy, and then they brought in a bunch of materials that they gave us for free, and then after that it was a secret item in 15 minutes. It was very fun. It was very stressful, and I'm really happy they're bringing into something like that here in the cosplay community. I can't wait to see more cosplayers do it, so that'll be really dope. But yeah, Triggs, I think I told you I had the opportunity to see Joker 2, and it was really bad, man. It was really
I got told by one of my old, coworkers. They were like, dude, it's not that bad. And I'm like,
no, it was bad.
I was like, you're dumb, dude.
Really bad.
Yeah, I was like, you're dumb, dude. Like you're not telling me that it's not
like, you know what it felt like? Do you remember I told you that how the first film needed to not be called Joker, but just be called Arthur? Like, I feel like that's what they tried to do with this one, but they were like 100% trying to kill the idea that the Joker is like this mastermind character. Because throughout the second film, and I think we talked about this a long time ago, that we said eventually this was going to happen, the Harley Quinn character was the mastermind behind all of it in the second film.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? Like, why is Harley Quinn so important now? Like, what she's She used to be like an okay character, and then they made her cool, and then they brought in a great voice actress, and then they started to build on her character when she finally became popular. And there was like this trauma, right, where this character needed to find ways to get away from this, but she was stuck in like a trauma-filled relationship.
Yeah.
Right? And that was kind of like the up and down of the whole relationship. And it was always like that one, like when Batman gets to use Harley's trauma to stop the Joker and like foil his plans and other like things that he does throughout the series, right?
Yeah.
But when did she become like this like overarching mastermind of creating? Because in this one, it just seems like Harley Quinn creates Jokers. Like that's her whole thing. She just creates this idea. But
Did you even see that like the fucking showrunner or the director or producer was ever like, but he wasn't even really the Joker. It was just
it's this, you know what? And I said this in the first film. This is what this piece of shit does. And I call this guy Todd Phillips. He's a piece of shit for it. When he gets called out for being shit, he will automatically be like, well, it's because you don't get it because you're not artistic like me. It's like, no, bitch, you wrote it shitty. Like, just take it as is. Like, you can't go wrong. The entire world saw your movie and they said it sucked. Like, you can't be like, nah, it's not me, it's you. Like, no, bitch, like, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Like, that guy needs to go back to school and learn to write real characters, because that was a shit show, dude. That was a shit show. It was bad, and it was so offensive. I'm gonna say it. Yeah, it's easy. I'm gonna say it's offensive to people who are fans of DC and the Joker comic books.
That's why I never saw
100%. 100%. It's offensive. He went off, took our character, wrote its tales just to fuck it up in the end, and then say that we're the problem. The people that know the character are the problem. That guy needs, like, that's bonkers, dude. That's so bonkers, dude. Again, I think Hollywood is in a position that they need more competent writers. More competent writers is what's important.
Well, right now, dude, like right now, you got to understand, dude, like a lot of these writers in there, they're all like fresh out of college. You know,
yeah, but
like
that's more of like we should be pointing fingers at the higher ups and being like, well, quit doing that, bitch. Like, there's other writers that have been here that are veterans of this. Bring those guys back. Bring the guys that wrote Heroes back. You know what I mean? Bring the ones that wrote the first season of Heroes. Those guys were amazing. You know what I mean? Like, they could do so much better than what's coming out nowadays. And you know what? As a matter of fact, speaking of something that you were telling me has good writing, The Penguin, right?
oh, dude, it's fantastic.
So The Penguin, we are 3 episodes in, yeah?
Yeah.
And how do you like? I still haven't been able to see it. I really apologize. I haven't had the time. But like, I've heard nothing but great things about the Penguin Show. Nothing but great things. Triggs, tell us about the Penguin Show.
Bro, it's like if the fucking Sopranos was in a DC, like, was like in the DC world.
That sounds so cool.
Dude, it's so fucking like everything is so underhanded.
You know,
Like-
I heard it today, as a matter of fact, talking about it, and it was about how the Penguin Show expands more of the Batman movie. Like, it expands like so much more that the movie didn't have the time to do.
Gotcha. Yeah, dude. So with that, with the Penguin Show, you have to like take that and take the movie and kind of see them differently, because like while yes they're obviously they're related, they aren't like the Batman has like almost nothing to do with this show. I think he's been referenced like once.
But like I heard like in the last episode, right? I haven't seen it, but that something happened in the 3rd episode where it really explained how other people experienced the flood thing.
Yeah. So it's in the very, very beginning of the episode.
Okay.
Right. Because like what ends up happening is like, you know, Victor, the little black kid,
Mm-hmm.
he's like, you see the reminisce of like his like 2 hours prior to the flood. And yeah, man, like I said, you see what you see what's you get to see finally like what happens, like why he's so motivated and like why he feels the way that he does
The
about
Victor kid.
certain things. Yeah, Victor.
Okay.
And like and obviously it's very, very compelling. But why he like makes certain decisions for himself and for, you know, Oz, and like how this is like kind of like end all be all for him, but like and because he makes decisions, and then like at the like after a while he's kind of just like, but should I be doing this? Should I really be doing this? Like he starts to have like a huge doubt in like in himself, and then like something happens and boom, dude, he's full sending.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So like that kid, like have they really explained like who he is?
In a sense they have like you know that he was like a kid who like lived in the projects. His fucking family, you know, like they didn't have a whole lot, you know, and his dad was like a really stand-up guy. His mom was a really stand-up person. You know, like I think he had like a brother or sister or something like that, or
Okay.
I think he had, or maybe a sibling or some shit. And then the flood happened, and boom, the whole apartment complex goes down. And
Shit.
he's like across the street on the roof of like another apartment complex drinking with his girlfriend, and the flood happens
And it wipes out his fucking place.
and, yeah,
It kills
and
his
wipes out
family?
it kills his family.
Oh, okay, I get that. All right.
So
right.
because like he was super rebellious and he left, he saved himself like in like not knowing that he had made the like he like not knowing that like because he was where he was when he got to live. So there's like some survivor's guilt in there, you know. There's a whole lot of shit, you know.
There's a whole lot of
and-
like street level behind backstory.
yeah, man.
And that's
you know,
really cool.
and-
That's really, really cool.
yeah, so like I said, man, you know, I really, really dig the fact that like I like what the show's doing. I like the pacing. I love the fact that there's so many different aspects of it, because like you have the Maroney family, and then you have the Falcone family, then you have like Oz, you know, and what he does, and then like in no way like or not yet have they like introduced the Batman character or really needed to reference him.
So there's no like reference of like the shadows and like all this other stuff, like them feeling like something's watching them or nothing. They don't got no vibe like that. You would assume that they would, right?
Oh man, like dude,
That's crazy.
because like you got to understand, dude, like crime is up now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Crime is up now.
Yeah.
Like, and dude, he's one person.
Yeah.
So like the chances of seeing him are fucking Pico, dude, you know.
They're tiny. That's crazy. No. Well, that's good. I mean, I'm glad that you're having a good time with the show. HBO Max, if you guys haven't seen it, the Penguin has a show. Triggs, highly recommended.
Oh yeah, dude, 100%.
So that's a must watch. I haven't had the time. I'm gonna check it out probably by next week. I'll be able to have the opportunity because I've been stuck watching. I got to watch two things this past week. I got to catch up on, of course, Agatha All Along, the TV show that's on Disney based off the character that came out in WandaVision. And I got to watch Transformers 1, which was the story of the origin story of Optimus Prime and Megatron. It's an animated film, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit. But for Agatha All Along, the biggest reveal happened in the show this past week, episode 5.
Fucking Wiccan.
We got the Demiurge, man. We got the child of Wanda, one of the strongest magic users in the fucking comic books, who's practically a demigod under Wanda. Wiccan has finally made his appearance. Well, he's been there the whole time. He's been the teen, and a lot of people were already understanding that this is kind of what it was about, where the teen was supposed to be Billy. Then there was a toy release. Everybody saw that the name was Willie, but we hadn't got like the whole, like, you know, the Gambit headpiece and like all that stuff. The character got his headpiece. It's more of like a tiara based on Wanda's red one.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, it had a lot of motivation
Kiara
behind
moment.
hers. Yeah,
We
whatever.
understand that Wiccan, of course, us being comic book fans, we already knew Wiccan is someone in the LGBT community. He's
Yes.
a gay character. He ends up falling in love with another character who is a Hulkling, which is another famous young Avenger. But yeah, we knew that was kind of like a thing, but we always seen his suit, and I always thought his suit was very tough looking, very Naruto with the forehead piece.
Yeah.
And then in the series, little Billy kind of wore it, big old bandana with a big old metal thing in the middle, and it was very cool, like a cool little like notch to his comic book character. But now we got it, and I'm not gonna lie, I think that design was a really cool choice.
You
I think
so?
that little
Like-
star thing, like that whole vibe, like I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. This kid, the one that's playing the character, I forgot his name, but he has like kind of like that weird like broccoli haircut, very furry on top, very short on the side,
Very fuckboyish.
afro. I don't know how to explain it, right?
Very fuckboyish.
Yeah, fuck boyish. That's so funny. But yeah, he has that kind of like broccoli haircut, and the crown sits like right underneath it, and it kind of keeps his hair real high on top. And I was like, okay, that's kind of comic booky. He has like the bigger hair on top above it, kind of like the way the comic book. Because in the comic book, he wears like this gambit piece, and it keeps his hair high and flowy, like the way Gambit has it, right? Where he has that weird like comb over on top, which is cool. I mean, it's a cool design, but a little bit of a switch up, and I was kind of digging it. I was like, okay, cool. Like that's not too bad. But like, I
Yeah.
wonder if they're gonna go like full drag and put him like in a sequinted like blue and black outfit, like where it like sparkles, real like the witches dresses kind of thing. Like everything's like reflective material and stuff. I was like, I hope not. I want him to look, more superheroes to the comic book. But yeah, Triggs, being a comic book fan, being someone that understands comic books and understanding where Wiccan kind of plays in the overarching story of comic books, Marvel, how do you feel of them introducing him in some show that a lot of people really aren't watching?
Like at first, like you can't get super duper mad at it, right? Because like there would have been no way to tell that people weren't gonna watch this. Like if you had like if you were trying to like at least introduce them like in a show that like is like has a little bit more popularity behind it. Like WandaVision was relatively popular, so like it was kind of like somewhat assumed that Agatha all along would have been okay. But you know what, dude? Fuck it, man. Like go for it. Full send. I'm not gonna be mad at it because like yet again, Wiccan is like one of those characters that like has like no fucking screen time.
Yeah, hit or miss, dude.
Yeah. So like I mean like this character is very much akin to fucking America Chavez. So that's why I'm kind of like
very minimal.
yeah, I'm kind of like I'm not gonna be mad at this.
Remember,
Like-
I want to say like maybe a couple months ago. Remember we talked about it where they were reaching a part in the comic books where like no one read comics.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it. Like, I don't get me wrong. Like, dude, this guy looks like the comic book character. Like, look at how his facial features are to the right panel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's got that look, his hair and everything, dude. Like, sharp. I mean, that's cool. Like, the actor is good. I think in the show he does fairly well too. Like, but for what it's worth, like, I'll be the first one to say it. Like, I don't really know what to expect. I don't really know what to expect. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do with this character. Like again, and this falls off of the aspect where me and Brian were talking about 2 years that Marvel's like 2 years we're gonna make all this happen, and every week it almost feels like they're introducing another huge fucking player in the game, huge fucking player in the Marvel game. So like, yeah, man, I don't know how to like I don't know how to break it down mentally. I don't know how to make it down. Like I can't. I'm freaking out, man. I'm freaking out. Here it is with the headpiece. Very cool to the design of like what Wanda had, right?
Mm-hmm.
Super sharp. And again, like you see how like his hair is like sideways, kind of broccoli's out on the top. you know, I think he has the look, man. I think he has the look.
He's got the look.
He's got the look. But the show, man, is a hard watch, dude.
Is it?
The show, dude, Triggs, man. The show is I am not the fucking target audience of this fucking thing, and I don't know what is. I'm so excited to bring Brian back next week because he was like, "Hey, man, the show's really cool, man. It's really nice," and I'm like, "I'm fucking dying, bro. Like I'm dying during the show."
And I'm like, bro, who you selling?
Who you selling this to,
Yeah,
Brian?
who you
Who you
selling?
selling? Are you working
Yeah.
for Marvel already? What the heck, dude?
Yeah.
There are some things in the show that are pretty cool. Agatha is such an interesting character. She's very charming. Like a lot of the stuff that she's doing is very charming.
Mhm.
She plays this character that's like one moment you can tell she's kind of got a heart, and then the next moment she's like
Fuck these kids.
900% bitch, dude. Like just doesn't give a fuck about anyone. And I kind of dig it. I kind of dig that character because it didn't really portray this too much in the Wanda show. And the reason why is because my brain in the back subconsciously is going like, this is going to be the nanny for Franklin Richards, who is a kid that can warp the entire multiverse if he wanted to. So you need a huge bitch to be in charge of this kid, to be able to lay the rules out. And I think this character is really playing it off in this show. Like she really is, dude. And you know, like what was really crazy is like the whole time during the show, it's been like a mystery as to who this character is. Kept calling him Teen. No one knew his name. They thought he was the son, Nicholas Scratch, which is Agatha's son, which apparently the lore is Agatha had sacrificed her baby, Nicholas Scratch, to get the Darkhold in the first place. So she's kind of like what is it, like turmoiled by this on the Witch's Road.
Mm-hmm.
What I think would happen is I think that they're doing a Full Metal thing, and I think this kid is Billy, but like Billy, there's no way he should be this old and in another body, and I think that's Nicholas Scratch's body, and they put the soul of Billy in his body. When the two kids disappeared, Billy and Speed or whatever, I forgot.
And Tommy.
I think their fucking souls went out into the universe and gravitated to like a body that didn't have a soul. And I 100% think that this is Nicholas Scratch's body, and it's from Mephisto. Like I think
Speaking of, has Mephisto been like mentioned?
It's been mentioned once, and they were talking about Nicholas Scratch being an agent of Mephisto. So that's really been it. I think it's just kind of like nostalgia berries, even though nobody knows why Mephisto would be a nostalgia thing because no one even knows what the fuck he does. You know what I mean? Like it's like super poserish, like that people would care about like Mephisto in the Marvel universe this far in. He would have been big during the Infinity Wars because of like the way Thanos like abuses him and shit like that. But no touch of power on it. But there's been some rumors that Sacha Baron Combs, Sacha Baron something,
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah, that he's kind of like in talks to be Mephisto in some story. But yeah,
you give me soul.
You give me soul, I give you car. It's got the pussy
I'll
magnet.
give you whatever you want.
It's got the pussy magnet.
Yeah.
No, man, dude, that would be crazy. I don't even like that guy, man. I don't like his comedy at all, dude.
Dude, I forget who he was married to.
The little small redhead from like the American Pie movie was a real funny chick. She's married. I forgot her
Isla
name.
Fisher.
Yeah, she's married to like the G comedian, dude. She's so funny in everything she does.
Dude, I think he was also So oh man, they actually just divorced.
Oh no, that sucks.
Yeah, Isla Fisher.
Yeah, I would have divorced his ass too. He's a fucking dumbass.
Dude, that bitch is almost 50.
The little redhead girl?
Yeah.
She still looks amazing, I bet. Still looks fantastic.
Man.
But yeah, they finally introduced this dude. He what was real crazy is like every time he mentions who he is, like his mouth is covered by some magical spell. So like there's been no way to get like hints and or anything on who he is. But like Agatha figured him out, and she says it real crazy in this part, like right before this. She goes up to him. Literally, it was the screen a little while ago. She has her like nails up to his neck, like to kind of like threaten him, I guess. and she's like, "You're so much like your mother," like mentioning that she already kind of knows that that's Wanda's kid.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, this guy just fucking snaps on her and just like fucking controls the other two witches. They throw her offside the road, so she starts to get like a Treyude stuck in the mud from like the Never-Ending Story. And then he like blasts the other two, and they fall in the fucking end. And like he's just fucking everybody over, like just trying to like huge show of power. Huge show of power.
I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And that was his face at the end of the show. His fucking the thing appears and all that stuff. So I wonder if like he had already been awoken. Like he had already been Wiccan this whole time. And he was just playing the game, you know what I mean? Trying to play this like really nerdy, very innocent, like teenage kid that just like witches. Like I wonder, I really, really wonder. But yeah, the show's all right. Like like I said, I'm not the target audience at all. But if you're about it, like good for you. Like fucking keep going. And yeah, now we have Wiccan in the Marvel universe. So now the Avengers roster, the Young Avengers, is almost complete. I mean, minus the fact that they don't have Hulkling yet.
Or Sam Alexander.
Oh, the Patriot?
No, Sam Alexander.
Oh, Nova.
Yeah,
Nova. Oh, geez. I was like, the Young Patriot, I thought they had him. But yeah, you're right. They don't have young Nova yet. But they haven't had Richard Rider either, man. So I really wouldn't go off of like, again, I'm not a big, Sam Alexander's cool, but Richard Rider had more of the adventures. So
yeah,
like,
and that's, for me, I have a feeling that they could do both at the same time.
Definitely.
And what I mean by that is that like they could do a Richard Rider and like Sam Alexander's like his like son or some shit like that, and
or
like
even
change
like
something.
even like what was that? They used to have it to where it was like an army, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
so he
Nova
could be
Corps.
like Sam Alexander could be like Rico. The other guy could be the teacher. You know what I mean? Like, what was it from Starship Troopers?
Rico's Roughnecks.
Rico's Roughnecks. Yeah, they could have it to where you have both characters and Richard Rider is like the mentor. He's the teacher and Sam Alexander is like the younger version of him, maybe like in his platoon or his whole thing, and kind of teaches him to be a better Nova. And then Richard Rider at the end like sacrifices himself to the negative zone or something cool, and Sam's got to go find him because that was like a whole thing in the All New All Different that he was like Richard Rider was missing and he had to go. Sam Alexander was chosen by the Helmet to go find this dude.
I think it was his dad that he was going to go find.
It was Sam Alexander, right?
Yeah, because that's where like
that's where he gets his helmet from.
Yeah, the helmet is his father's.
His
father is part of the Nova Corps.
Yeah, which I thought it was super dope. I think I'm a big fan of Richard Rider. I'm kind of I'm for Sam Alexander, but I
actually really like Sam Alexander. Like the way that you like America Chavez, I'm like that for Sam Alexander.
Yeah, he's got his charm.
Yeah.
He's got his charm. The young kid, you kind of vibe with it. You vibe with the whole like coming to age story, the young Deku with All Might kind of thing. Yeah, so it's good. That's pretty much all we need, right? And if not, Amadeus Show, which literally I think like last week just got announced that they're doing that. They just they got some kid for Amadeus Show. Did you hear about that?
What? Oh, they got an Amadeus Show?
Yeah. I'll get it right now.
Is that confirmed?
Amadeus Show. I think I spelled that completely wrong, but
AMADEUS.
Yeah, Park Sale Moon June. No, that's not him. No, that's not him. That was like years ago. This one. Ghostbusters. Oh, Logan Kim. The kid that's in the new Ghostbusters movie. I got you right now. Hold on. There we go. Let me bring it up. Screen. Bang and bang. Here we go. So they just announced this. If you look at it, October 4th, really like literally like a week ago. Ghostbusters star Logan Kim to play Amadeus Show in the MCU. So from what I've heard, and this is from like what's his Paris and what's his Alex Perez and My Time to Shine and all that stuff. A lot of people have been talking about the last couple of weeks. Is the Red Hulk story with Brave New World Captain America is going to build right into World War Hulk. Because apparently, like, Triggs, you know me. That's what your face did right now is like that's my soul just hurting so much from hearing this. It's going to appear that after Captain America: Brave New World, the leader was the one that injected Thunderbolt Ross with the Red Hulk, and he didn't know, and that's what made him change into the Thunderbolt Ross Red Hulk character. Then that's going to, and then again, they're supposed to send the Sentry or someone after to go help him stop the Red Hulk. And then that's apparently he gets away, or like Bruce Banner shows up. It's going to be stupid, bro. And then after that, World War Hulk happens. So like, yeah. Triggs. Yeah. I need a sane mind to tell me that I'm not the only person that thinks it's a bad idea.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna just say this until I see John Campea report on it. I'm not gonna take this for anything. Secondly, oh my god, man, dude, just give fucking Edward Norton his goddamn Hulk.
Give him his flowers, man.
Yeah, man, just give him his
Jeez,
Hulk.
poor
back.
guy, dude. You already fucked him over a bunch of times and gave us Mark Ruffalo for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, I mean, and Mark Ruffalo ain't bad, you know, like he's not a fucking slouch or anything like that.
Nah, he's not.
But fuck all this,
Bro, and then it even says there had already been reference to Amadeus Cho because his mother, Helen Cho, was in Age of Ultron. If you read comic books,
yeah,
that's his sister.
yeah. I was about to be like, that's
his sister.
I was like, yeah, that's his sister. No,
Yeah.
and I was
Yeah.
like, what is going on? Oh,
Marvel slacking. You need to hire me and Triggs, dude, so we can fire everybody, dude.
dude,
For real, dude.
I would fucking go nuts on like,
Yeah, it's
the
pretty
MCU.
weird. Amadeus Cho, I don't think it's a bad idea, right? Because we do need him. He's going to be in the Younger Avengers if that's where they want to, I guess. But like, totally awesome. Hulk was kind of up and
Trash.
down. Yeah, it was dumb, but it was funny dumb. The only thing that was good, the only thing that was fucking good about Amadeus Cho's Hulk is the way he handled Bruce Banner's death.
Oh, dude, that was fucking
Greatest
sick,
comic
bro.
book ever, dude.
That was such a good, like, that was like, yeah, the only time he's ever been written well.
Yeah, that was 100%. That was the only time he'd ever been written really, really well. And it's really
Because
sad.
yeah, that was like one of those where it was like, all right, dude, this is gonna fucking blow up
Yeah,
horribly.
100%.
Let's see it. Like, let's go.
And I
Fuck
love
it.
that part where he like, what does he do? He like writes "fuck you" on the ground, like so that Shield or fucking Spear can see it from space.
Yeah,
Yeah, like, and Captain Marvel, of course, being a fucking stupid bitch, like is trying to control him, and yeah, it's wild. That was the greatest comic book for him. But yeah, man, we're gonna have to wait and see. Wiccan is now introduced into the Marvel universe, which is one step closer for us to having the full roster for the Young Avengers again. 2 years before they're about to make the two biggest movies that introducing Doctor Doom, who isn't at all gonna be chatting or fighting or arguing at nothing with Reed Richards. I'm really getting fucking scared of all the shit that they're doing, dude. I'm fucking freaking out. I'm freaking out, dude. I'm freaking out. But yeah, we're gonna have to actually, as a matter of fact, let me bring up something, a thing that I heard recently. Have you heard Doctor Strange 3 with Denzel Washington?
yeah. Nothing's been like.
I don't think.
confirmed
Yeah,
on
I don't
that.
think it's been acknowledged that it is.
He's like, I'm sure Denzel heard that and he was like, "What?
I mean, I don't think he would be against
Fucking
it. I
like
mean,
since fucking when?"
I really, I don't think he'd be against it. Like, and I don't think who in their right mind would be against working with Marvel as an actor, like making that kind of money, dude. If they called you right now and were like, "Hey, Michael Jacob Duran, we want to bring you in as Uncle Ben," how would you feel?
Well, the way that they've been fucking treating the character ever since, like with like the age decrease.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm pretty much dude, I'm pretty much old enough to play Uncle Ben.
Yeah, but
You
like,
know.
but the opportunity to be in a Marvel film and be an iconic character, like, you're not gonna say no.
Maybe, but I also don't have a fucking 45-year-old career either.
Yeah.
You know,
No shit, bro.
like
I'm not Denzel
like-
Washington making
Yeah, I'm not-
fucking money appear out of nowhere. That guy's a
Yeah,
G.
dude.
Yeah,
that
he's
guy
a
could
fucking
like
G.
I mean like to be honest, it wouldn't hurt his career to say no.
Yeah, true that. That's like Christian Bale, right?
Yeah.
So like doing Gore the God Butcher, like that did.
Yeah,
it
it would
did
not
nothing.
have. Yeah,
It did
it
nothing for his career,
it
dude.
would. Yeah, but at the same time, it also wouldn't have hurt it if he didn't take that role. Like
Yeah.
you can't just be like, bro, you didn't take a Marvel film.
Yeah. He's fine without it.
I'd be like, motherfucker, I was Batman. I'm good. Like, the fuck do I care?
Yeah, dude, it's so fucking crazy. Yeah, apparently the rumor is they're gonna cast him to play the voice actor for Dormammu, because I think in the original Doctor Strange it was just Benedict Cumberbatch doing the voice for Dormammu. But yeah, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's because he only had like 4 words. You know what I mean? So they just like voiced over Benedict Cumberbatch, and then he just like, I don't know. If it wasn't him, I think it might be the dude, another actor.
Yeah. It was.
It was, right?
Benedict-
Yeah, if I'm not
it was
mistaken,
Benedict.
yeah, because it was so small of a thing. He was like, "Oh yeah, you could just do my voice and I'll just like tweak it." So they
Well,
really
he was also
haven't had an actor.
but I mean, he was also Smaug, and dude, he did fantastic.
Yeah, he
as
do.
Smaug.
Yeah. Fucking Lord of the Rings, Hobbit.
Yeah.
The Hobbit. Yeah.
So like, I can't even be like, oh, dude, like, why would you need to blah blah blah, or like, you really think it's necessary? Fuck no, dude. Like, by all means, like, let him keep going at it. You know, I mean, he did fucking. I mean, I thought he did well enough anyway. So
Yeah,
I mean,
he
what's the
really,
hurt?
really did good Smog, dude. I totally forgot he did Smog, the dragon. That's so dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember them not having a cast for Dormammu in that movie, and I thought it was still cool that they, Benedict Cumberbatch just went in there and fucking knocked it out of the park. But how would you feel if Denzel got cast for a Dormammu, and knowing that they're gonna bring him in to do that? Do you think he would be a reoccurring character in the
No.
Marvel universe?
Fuck no.
Really? You think they'll end up just killing him off or something? Dormammu, dude?
No, they're not going to kill him off. They're just not going to use him all that often.
After that, right?
Yeah. I mean,
That's crazy, man.
like I said, dude, like, like, I can't say that I don't see Denzel Washington as a franchise character, because he's already done 3 Equalizers. You know,
Yeah. Oh, dude,
with
just
Pedro
saw Man of
Pascal
Fire the
being
other
in
day.
one of them anyway.
we just saw the Man of Fire yesterday. Man on Fire,
Oh, fuck.
dude, that's such a great fucking movie. And what's her Dakota Fanning as a baby again, before she went all crazy in the Twilight series. It was so cool to watch that movie all over again. But yeah, I mean, it would be cool to see Denzel, because he's such an icon. To have him come into the Marvel universe would be
Mhm.
amazing. And then of course, like the relationship between him and Chadwick Boseman, like during, he played a huge pivotal moment in his life, helping him with his scholarship and all this other stuff when he went to college. So like having Denzel make it into the Marvel universe would be great. I mean, with anybody's favorite actors, like to be able to make it in and do something, it'd be so good. But yeah, being that it's a rumor, it's still up in the air. But speaking of casting, and this will be our last conversation for the night, and this correlates with you so well, because I know you're a big fan of this. HBO Green Lantern has its Jon Stewart.
Yeah, well, they have their entire Lantern Corps.
Yep. Aaron Peter.
They have Jon Stewart, they have Hal Jordan, and they have Kyle Rayner. Guy Gardner.
Yeah, Guy Gardner. Triggs, I know you're a huge Green Lantern fan.
Huge.
How do you feel about this, dude? How do you feel about this casting?
Honestly, man, I would have switched, or I would have had Nathan Fillion as Hal Jordan myself.
Okay.
The guy,
actor too?
yeah, he's been a voice actor for him. He's already done action movies before. Like, he's currently in an action show right now. So like, this isn't like weird or dumb or anything. Like, it would have been a bad casting choice. I don't see him as angry as Guy Gardner is, but whatever. All right, sure.
But I feel like
the
he has
guy-
his pizzazz, though.
Yeah, like, he has the comedy behind it.
Yeah.
Like, he can quit like with the best of them, obviously. But well, like, also, the guy who they have for Hal Jordan is also not a bad actor.
Yeah,
that
Kyle
guy,
Chandler? Yeah,
that
Kyle
guy,
Chandler.
yeah, that guy is fucking rock solid, dude. If one of my favorite movies as of late, it has been Godzilla. Godzilla was it like New World Order or whatever? It was the second Godzilla movie, the one with Ghidorah,
Okay.
and he's like the main character. That guy is so fucking good in this movie.
Yo, and even because rumor is they're doing like a veteran version of Hal Jordan, like an older
Gruffy.
commander in the Green Lantern. Like he's seen some shit,
Mhm.
and dude, I'm about that life, dude. Like I don't want to see an origin story for Hal Jordan. Like I want to see this dude like that. He's already been in it. Like he's like the Green Lantern, and I think this is a fucking phenomenal cast, dude. Like off the top of my head, I want to see because Nathan Fillion, 100% can pull Green Lantern, Hal Jordan off, but he's so funny, he's so charismatic that for us to get like the Polaris future Hal Jordan, like someone that's like seen a lot of stuff, he's been challenged and withered. Like let me ask you. I know we've seen the voice actor and stuff like that. Imagine like that one part, right? Let's say Superboy Prime, when the Green Lanterns are all holding Superboy Prime back. Who do you see there with the biggest willpower? The Kyle guy? Does he have the face for it when he's screaming like for everybody to hold the line? Or Nathan Fillion? There's something about this Kyle guy's face that I could see him doing that. But Nathan Fillion, like he just looks like a funny guy,
Dude. But that's the thing. I'd have to say I can see that because look at him in Serenity.
Oh, dude, I love Serenity. I
Like,
love Firefly.
like,
So good.
yeah, like when he sees Doc Shepard
Get killed.
and dead,
Yeah.
and he's just, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, if you want to fucking go. Like, but you have a day's worth of fucking, you have a day's worth of work and you have 2 hours to do it. Get it fucking done.
Like, yeah, when he fucking pulls rank, or like when he puts his fucking big boy pants off, he puts them on
or when he
badass.
fucking or like when he fucking executes that soldier like from distance and he's like, get to work, and then just fucking walks off. I was just like, that's it, dude. That
even at the end when he's fighting the ninja guy in the movie. And he ties him up and he's all paralyzed and he fucking hits that part of the lumbar that he talks about that he had surgery on.
Yeah, the nerve the nerve
but he's
cluster.
so serious. Like he's just, and he knew what he was doing and he put it down. Like I'm not taking that away from Nathan Fillion. But the guy on the left looks like he would be in a Saving Private Ryan movie doing that.
I get it, and you're not wrong. Yeah. I'm just saying I think that he still has the range to do
fuck
that.
Yeah. All of them.
Like,
I think all three of them do.
And like, I mean, it's super ironic that the guy like Andre something, I think that's his name, who just got cast as Jon Stewart.
Aaron Pierre.
Is it Aaron Pierre? Okay.
Aaron Pierre.
I mean, it's super funny. He literally just finished being a Marine, which Jon Stewart is. Like he's in that fucking goddamn new Netflix movie or some shit like that.
Does he have like the voice? Like the deep, like
not like traditional John. It's not quite that deep. Like it's like as far as like register goes, it's a little bit deeper than mine.
Okay, that's so cool. I'm gonna look up this guy real quick because I want to see what other stuff he's been in because he looks familiar. He looks really, really familiar. He was gonna be in Blade. Oh shit, he's in that movie that just popped off, right? The one where he takes on the whole fucking cops shit?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, I know exactly who this
guy is. Dude, he's
now.
Mufasa. He's gonna play Mufasa.
Really? That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah, he's got a good voice, dude. Cause like to me, that's like the biggest thing, right? Is Rebel Ridge. So if you have Netflix, Rebel Ridge.
Oh, he was already in a DC project. He was on Krypton.
Oh, so he was in the show too?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Excellent stuff. Excellent. Cool. And he's got the cool eyes too, man. Those are his real eyes. Goddamn.
Mhm.
He's got like blue eyes, dude. Kind of like John Stewart has his colored eyes too. They're usually like the green. They're like the neon green. But he looks so cool without his like all his shit. I don't know. He never wears.
I
A
would have
mask.
loved. I would have loved to have seen Kyle Rayner because I mean, you know, like I'm. This is me because Kyle Rayner, like outside of Hal Jordan, is my favorite Lantern.
Is your favorite? Oh, yeah, that's like
Yeah.
everyone's, right?
Yeah, but he's also like he's a Hispanic character,
Mhm.
right? So like for me, you know, like the championing and stuff like that. Yay! But he's also a comic book artist.
Who
Like-
would be your cast for a Kyle Renner? It's a good question, right?
Oh, dude, so he's portrayed like kind of like a white guy, right? But you know who I really love to see him? Diego Luna.
Gabriel Luna?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Kyle Renner. Let's go. Kyle Renner, DC.
Yeah,
Dude,
Kyle
there's so many
Rayner.
fan fictions. There's so many fan things about him. It's so funny. But yeah, Hispanic guy. It would be interesting, man. It would be very interesting. Yeah, he's the White Lantern. They got what's his name? Zac Efron, dude. That's
But yeah,
super-
dude, Gabriel Luna. I can
Gabriel Luna could- That'd
yeah.
be pretty dope. That'd be pretty dope. I could see that. I could see a Gabriel Luna playing him. There's probably so many. I kind of remember him as this one with like the cool kind of like suave hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
Me, like I mostly remember him as Ion. Like look up his
Ion?
Ion. Yeah, like look him up as Ion.
That's this one here.
A little bit further. No, that's him as Parallax.
That's a small list, my man.
Yeah, click that. Boom. There you go.
There he is right here, right?
Yep. Like he's a fucking gangster, dude.
Is that like when he's like fully imbued by the power or what?
Yeah, this is like he
Nice.
is the fucking the Green Lantern.
That's dope. That's super dope. I'll show a picture right now just so everybody can see it real quick. Right there. Dope, man. Yeah, well, I know that this dude's like super overpowered. And what's cool is like this is going to be an HBO show.
Yeah.
So there's huge possibilities that it's eventually going to lead up to this guy being like the intro of like the biggest, baddest Green Lantern that they ever have. And I'm guessing Shot in the Dark, this will probably be when Hal Jordan gets possessed by Parallax. And then they'll bring him in as the antithesis character. You know what I mean? I think that would be the best way to kind of like introduce him, I guess.
Mhm.
And yeah, because Parallax is a crazy competitor when it comes to Hal Jordan and him combining. So, yeah, man. So Triggs, are you super excited for the Green Lantern
Oh, yeah.
show? Like, what do you hope
Oh,
that
yeah.
you get out of it?
I just hope that I'm entertained.
Yeah, that's true. I hope the writing is
Like
super good.
at this point, I just want to be entertained. Like I'm not gonna set my bar high, and not because I don't like I'm afraid that I'm gonna be disappointed, but I'm not setting my bar high because I don't know
I'm
what. Yeah, but we also don't know what story they're gonna tell. We don't know what they're gonna. We don't know anything about what they're like, what story they're gonna try and implement, or anything like that. We have zero knowledge about this. So like I can't make a foreboding
Assumption.
judgment, you know, or assumption based on zero information.
You know, I'm gonna say it though. I'm gonna say it. I'm really impressed on the movements that James Gunn is doing. Like I'm really
You know what?
impressed on the things that I see. Like
Yeah.
they look very comic booky. Like he's giving like a lot of attention to like that comic book shine. Like I mean, it may have like that weird Suicide Squad kind of humor where it's like he has them dress up, but he takes them into his whole like, you know, James Gunn world of being like quirky and silly and cartoony. But I'm okay with this right now. Like from the things that I've seen, I'm okay. And the other thing that kind of gets me really excited about this is I don't know if you noticed, and this is just a little bit of sidebarring into like our real world. The comics books just introduced the Justice League Unlimited.
Mhm.
And like that's a huge move in the comics because that was like a whole beautiful series, an animated series. for them to be reaching it in the comics, I feel like that gives us the opportunity to see those type of like team ups in the movies a lot more. Like, because it's more like, since it's not like a kids animated series,
Mhm.
like it's now official. Like this is going to be an official, like we have the Justice Unlimited series. Like that's awesome. Like that's awesome. And then the Absolute series that just popped off recently.
Dude.
Jesus, man. Jesus. Like I'm telling you, DC's doing some big moves right now, man.
Yeah.
Big moves. And I think Marvel's doing some stuff too. I'm not going to shit on Marvel Comics. I think they're about to make a big jump into doing like this like time gap with future heroes now. And all the old heroes are going to be almost like middle-aged, if not almost old already. So they're going to be having like now we're getting new Marvel heroes soon.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
that's
well, not
exciting.
just that, dude, because like you're like right now the main focus for Marvel right now is on Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Is like
oh, yeah.
like you know, on Carnage, Venom, and Spider-Man. That's where like their focus is like at the moment.
That's wild too, man. That story's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, I mean, because like you know me, dude. Like I love Comics Explained. Like if we ever got Rob Jefferson to come on here, I would fucking lose it.
That'd be dope. I know Michael Betancourt reached out to me recently and said that he got to talk to this pretty big guy on TikTok that's a Star Wars guy. And we're planning on bringing him on the show soon. And I know next week I met another gentleman from Dallas that was he was down in the con. He was giving away this free like card game that was very much like Cards Against Humanity, but like a
Okay.
survival game.
Yeah.
And from there, we kind of talked and we were chatty, and I told him about the podcast, and he was very nerdy too, and comic books, and I wanted to bring him on, man. And I told him we'd probably see if we could bring him on next week just to have another voice, another friendly voice of a person that can come on and be with us.
Yeah, man, let's do it. You know,
I'm so
I'm all
down.
for it.
Rob, man, but Rob Jefferson would be dope, man.
Dude, man, if we could get Rob here, dude, that would be fucking sick.
I saw that
I would-
they're still
I would
running
lose
Comic
it.
Storians page, and
Yeah.
dude, that still tears me up, dude. Every time I hear the guy do the intro, it hurts me so much, man. Shout out to Benny, man. Shout out to Benny. Yeah, but overall, HBO finally has its Jon Stewart. The entire cast is all together. We have our 3 heavy hitter Green Lanterns that are in it. We just don't have Kilowog or you know any of the other characters. But we'll see-
Sinestro, you know,
Sinestro,
like
yeah. We'll see those guys, I hope, pretty soon. But yeah, really exciting times. Can't wait for it. You know, the idea of them having like a buddy
dude,
cop
2025 is gonna be a
it's
fucking
gonna be
lit ass
killer,
year.
bro.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be a lit ass year.
It's gonna be super, super good. And it's super crazy because like, you know, I think I talked about this last week and this week too at the beginning, where like it's been very dry, like when it comes to like things that are going on in the comic book and stuff world. So like it's been
Mhm.
very like you know, a lot of things ain't really catching up. And then not only that, I'll probably be you know, one of the few that'll say this. I like the dichotomy of like our society on like dealing with like, of course we have like you know, the elections coming up. If Florida got hit with 2 major hurricanes in the last like
Yeah.
week,
Yeah,
there's
dude.
there's entire cities that are just completely gone, dude. Like literally leveled off the map. Asheville and North Carolina got hit so bad, like it put me in a whole ass mood this past week that I was just like, I was sad, dude. Like, you know, to know that there's like our fellow human beings suffering in that way. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
so like trying to find all of this like escapism, like finding escapes is so important nowadays for us to find ourselves and to be able to de-stress. So guys, if you're out there, make sure that you have that opportunity for yourselves. For me, I do a lot of video gaming. I've been doing Helldivers, Warhammer. You know, I get to do like my little drone shit. I know it's not super crazy, but it's what I love to do, you know, hobbies and investments and stuff like that. So Triggs, what are things that you're doing right now to kind of keep yourself sane, man? I know building your room and stuff is always
Right, yeah, I've been taking care of my dogs, fucking building up my office, you know, or mine and you know, Audrey's office. But right now, dude, just gaming myself, dude, you know, like I've got a lot of equipment. I've got, you know, a lot of peripherals. I have a lot of ideas, you know, for like this room, and like I want to try and make this room, you know, like feel homey, feel comfortable,
Mhm.
and like make it into a good studio as well.
Sure.
Like I want to get some acoustics in here. I would love to try and fix my acoustics, to fix my lighting. There, like I said, there's just a lot of things that I want to do. I'm trying to do. I'm going to do. And it's gonna be good, man. I know it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really really fun overall.
Yep.
Plus, dude, I even have a TV in here. I have a
Nice.
Yeah, man. I got
Nice.
a little. Yeah, man. I got a 43-inch right here. Like I said, I got some nano leaves. Like, like I said, man. Like I'm gonna make this a very little nerdvana,
Nice,
as we
dude,
love to
nice.
call it.
And then next week, we'll have Brian back on the show. Brian's going to have his Sundays off for a little bit, so he'll be able to be with us more often, which is very nice. So we'll get the three boys back together.
Yeah.
And then anybody else that we want to get to jump on the show with us and kind of talk smash. And it's going to be great, man. So guys, and everybody out there, I appreciate every one of you for always tuning in and supporting the show. From the bottom of our hearts, you're the one that keeps us going. Oh, and Fred Ward, man. I ran into Fred Ward this past week. I saw him at Walmart and I said that, we miss him and we hope he's good. Maybe we get to do a reunion tour soon and bring him on the show. And
Dude, that would be
Awesome,
fun,
man.
man. Fuck
I
yeah.
told him we miss him and we appreciate him so much for everything he's done for us and laying out the path for the boys and
Oh,
RG
yeah,
Side
dude.
Radio and stuff. So appreciate you, Fred, and Christina too. We appreciate you guys. But yeah, this is kind of like my safe space. I come here every Sunday and I really appreciate it. And everybody that's out there that watches us and supports us live or not live and catches up with us, we appreciate every one of you. Don't feel afraid to hit us up, on our social medias, on our DMs or whatever, to let us know that you guys appreciate the shows. And if you have any questions, let us know what you guys would like to do and see and stuff like that. And we'll make sure we talk about it and give you our opinions. To all our extraordinary listeners, we appreciate every one of you for always tuning in here on the Sunday Nights with the Average Boys podcast. Triggs, always good having you, man. Thank you for
course,
coming
brother.
on. Yeah, I know you're a busy guy, so hopefully we get more time and schedule with you. So
A little bit less busy now, but yeah, man.
and like I said, we'll get Brian next week. So we're going to be back to normal hopefully by next week. So guys, thank you very much. Hope you have a great show, or hope you have a great night and a great week too. So you guys enjoy, and we'll see you guys again here next Sunday. Average Boys podcast, 8 p.m. every Sunday night live. Thank you guys so much. Laters.
Peace.